Good morning, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, my camera's all zoomed out. So my camera was the reason I had to kind of pump the brakes for a minute. I realized it was turned off. Hold on. I'm gonna pull you guys closer. I'm gonna make it uncomfortable. Give me 1 second. I think I can pull you in. Gotta connect on my phone. 1 second. How's everyone doing today? Got an ad now. Love it. Do I know when this update will be released for everyone? Yes, 7 a.m. Central Time, Monday. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna detail in New Banff, which you can't see. I'm looking at it, but you can't see. We're gonna detail in New Banff a little bit, and then we might go check out Sooooo Beach because the changes there are more dramatic. New Banff, obviously, we don't have the textures, so that's like a thing. But yeah, this is just chatting stream. Seems set up podcasty. No. But I'm fixing this. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Maybe I can't. It says no. It says I can't zoom in. Hold on, I got another way to do this. Actually, what I have is a way to make it blurry. Hold on. Now we're good? Nope, disconnected. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna give you back to I'll give you back to this. Because I have a magical remote that should fix all of my problems. This is why you should probably get this stuff figured out early. Let's see. All right. Yeah, this is how I want the focus to be. The focus is on, I don't even know what it's focusing on. Let's see. There we go. There's one. And now, oh yeah. Focus behind me. There's the random box I got. I don't know why. Okay, there it is. Just bring it real close. You guys want to see every pore of my skin, every fiber of my being? Now you can. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little overtired, so yeah, extreme close up. We'll back up. I want this to feel intimate, but I don't want it to be that intimate. This is too much. This is probably okay. This is okay. Well, welcome on in. So we are going to play, but I got this box a minute ago from YouTube. And yeah, the beauty gurus. I got this box from YouTube in the mail a minute ago. I don't know what it is. How am I? I'm doing well. Steve, how are you? Crooner, how are you in Waukesha? Hopefully all is well. First time watching me stream and you're already value-tained. Well, we're gonna keep taking it up to the next level. DeWolfie, thank you so much for the super chat on YouTube. In Sweden, we today celebrate the summer solstice. So this one's on you. I appreciate that. That's super generous of you. And hopefully all is well. Hopefully you guys are getting a little bit of nighttime. Hold on. I don't know what this box is. Guys, thank you for the hype train over on Twitch. So they sent me this box. You see? Big red box. And it's got clips in the bottom. Don't know what it is. They're made of metal. Feels very nice. Hold on. I don't know what it is, but that's YouTube kind of going above and beyond. Okay, my name, or the channel's name rather, is actually on the hanger. That's wild. A coat hanger. And I guess I'm going to replace the license plate on my car with this one. And we'll see what the Wisconsin State Patrol thinks about that. It's a license plate. Okay, hold on. Funny thing is, it says since 2010. I've not had a channel since 2010. This was actually, I was a genius. And I took my personal channel because I never wanted to have a YouTube channel. That was not my goal. I just took my personal channel and used that. And I made my personal channel when I lived in Los Angeles back in 2010 with my buddies. So, let's see. What's inside of here? Okay. So it looks like some sort of a jacket or something. Hold on. It's also a card. It says, thank you. What a ride it's been. Into movements during YouTube's 20th anniversary. Your dedication and ingenuity didn't just create content. You built communities, set the pace of culture, and are continuing to shape the future of YouTube. We want to honor your incredible work and the momentum you've built and kick off 2026 with a special tribute, a custom limited edition YouTube racing jacket. We hope this becomes a reminder of our journey together and inspires your next moves. Through the twists and turns, we're here with you. We can't wait to see what you create next. With gratitude, your friends at YouTube. It's actually really cool. So let's check it out. Check it out. Waiting to see if there's going to be a NordVPN ad on here. It looks very warm. So there it is. It's got the year I created my personal YouTube channel. I wish it also had the year that I converted it into City Planner Place. It's this is honestly a super nice jacket. I don't know that I will be wearing this very often, but maybe on stream. Sell ad space on it immediately? Yeah. Nord, I'd like to commission another asset, and I need you to sponsor my racing jacket. So super cool. Here's the thing, guys. It's 1,000,000 degrees in here, so I'm not wearing this today, but it's super cool. This was a super cool gift for YouTube to send. Super, super cool. Next, I'll invite you and a dozen creators to a race. God, I hope not. Sick jacket, yeah. They invited me to something, but it was it's over my anniversary, and no, I'm not gonna do that. It does fit well. Yeah, it fits really well. We need a NASCAR track in the game now. It's funny you say that because I almost had a race day stream recently. Oh, the back. Oh, sure. I don't even know what it is. Okay, now I'm taking it off. It's way too hot for this. Anyway, yeah, super cool. YouTube has always been very nice to me. I very much appreciate YouTube. The name is lopsided? Or was that just the way I was standing? Oh, the nameplate on the back is wonky? Hold on. You guys are right. It's like it's embroidered. Crooked like. Well, they say that you write in the direction of the day that you're having, and this is going downhill. So I'm going to assume that the person who made this was having a bad day. And we're going to make them have a good day by just a huge thank you to them for working on this. So maybe they were just having a bad day. That's okay. Baggy Stew, welcome on in. Yeah, it's a little crooked. That's okay. I'll forgive them. They didn't respect the jacketography. Yes. Well, we are going to be calling a mulligan on a whole bunch of stuff because nobody really remarked on this when I made the streetcar suburb, but I didn't detail the main drag at all. And it looks terrible, and it has looked terrible, and need to do something to make it look a little bit better. Guys, thank you for the hype train. You guys are insane. You guys are absolutely insane. Just a little housekeeping. This is still a fundraising stream because it's still Pride Month. So if you want to contribute to the Trevor Project, we are still doing that. That's why the banner's still on top. We're gonna keep it going up, that way. That's why it's still up there. We're gonna keep it going all month. Yeah, we'll get the peds off the grass. We definitely have to. Crazy Mage, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you for the 28 months of tier 1. You made it for a hype train. I appreciate you. Accordions, thank you for 13 months. Steve, thank you for the 11 months. Almost a year, buddy. Astro, thank you so much for 29 months. That's wild. 150 Echo, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Ravencore, thank you for 16 months of tier 1. Professor Lithos. By the way, Raven. I feel like... Okay, so Raven and I have been going back and forth. Raven really wants to see something for horses, and I didn't do it. I was gonna do it with this build, and I'm gonna be honest, Raven, I totally forgot. I'm sorry. I know, but that makes me think maybe so I've known about this build. Not that part, but I've known about this for months at this point. Basically, as soon as the series took off, I was like, I gotta get this thing. Like, what is Banff known for? It's known for this hotel, and we've got to build this. This has to be in the build. It has to be. Like, we can't have this build going on without this thing. So now I don't have a commission going. And I've had a commission going for a while now. So I feel like I've got to get another thing going. So Raven, because I didn't follow through, I want you on Discord to shoot me a message with really good horse racing tracks. And we'll see about commissioning one. Shouldn't the hotel have a parking lot below the hill? I thought about that. So I was going to place a parking lot right here, but then I had this little nagging to park here that can't. And if you are paying, I don't even know how much this would cost. $500 a night. The last thing you'd want to do is show up to park and have there be no parking. And now you're forced to drive back to downtown Banff, take 2 trams to get to the hotel. That'd be insane. Yeah. I should commission the building from The Shining. People said that this looks like the building from The Shining. So if you really want the Shining vibe, you could do that. Oh, and I didn't even show. So a couple of things about this asset. Number one, this is one of the most recolorable assets that I've seen. So the amount of care he put into this asset. I mean, you guys know that Mac Welshman is basically one of the best creators out there. Absolute wizard. Put a lot of time into this. I think something like 80 hours went into building this asset. But check this out. You can recolor everything, whatever you want. You can make this building whatever color you want. You can change the color of the roof. You can make this asset your own. So depending on what vibe you're going for, if you want to go for Chuckles Freaky Funhouse, you can do that. If you want to go for the Fairmont Banff, you could do that as well. So have fun with it. It's out there. I will upload the build after the stream. But the asset's already there for you to check out. Can you guys hear? I can hear. General Rick, you're freaking me out, man. Vainglorious can hear. I trust Vainglorious. You think the audio's gone on YouTube? Loud and clear. YouTube, check your audio track. I am curious to know if all of my Klingon cutting in and out. Interesting. I'm gonna do something that a competent streamer never does, and modify the stream settings midstream. So it's the smartest thing to do. Can't do it. The only way I could do it would be to kick YouTube out. It's working for you? Yeah, I don't know what to say. If you're struggling, refresh. Slay, buddy, slay. I owe you a message. I've been absolutely swamped about PAX. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I owe you a message. When will you get more master plan music mods? Well, Ba 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 is not my track, so I can't do that one. And yeah, we do have with the Slay. We gotta talk. I was lurking in your stream last night, the night before, and I was thinking about how I should say something, and then I was like, I can't say anything because I didn't respond to the Discord, and that makes me a bad guy. Audio is perfect and crisp. Good. I know, Slay. I feel I was sitting in there just like feeling bad. Just sitting there watching quietly, and I typed in, "Hey dude," and then I just deleted it, and I was like, I didn't respond to your Discord yet. I gotta get back on that. I should always say something. All right. Well, that is the main reason why, is I know I owe you a message. I'm so far behind on a variety of things. The tracks have been sent. Your favorite is Churchill, though. Okay. Ravencore. I appreciate you. I will take a look. Audio is good. Cheers from Argentina. Welcome on in. Switch from Twitch to YouTube. Audio's fine. Thomas, I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me know. When can you move into New Banff? Right away. We can give some homes away today if you'd like. We can go through and assign some homes to people. But we have to fix the street first, because things are this whole street. So this is what I want to do. This whole street is a mismatch of ugliness, with like a couple of spots where, so I could do my YouTube trickery and get a good thumbnail. I've added a couple of surfaces, but not many. The other thing I want to check out, we have a perpetual topography button now, so you can respect the topography if you've been wondering about that. This one's actually the same, basically. It's the mod, so super cool of them to implement that. That's something that I've wanted since day one. The other thing, we got the texture painting tool. So if you guys want to check that out, we can check that out as well. Random grass gives it character. It gives it character. How much does a single family home cost in New Banff? I believe, you don't want to see this. Well, this one right here is $64 a month. And then you're going to need to pay an additional $55 for utilities. And you'll only make $3,100 per month. And then you'll spend $1,889 on random stuff. But I gotta be honest with you. I really hope at some point the economy gets fixed, because like, I think the way that I would prefer to play this game is as a simulator and focusing on the economy and doing economic development sort of things. But you see numbers like this and it's like, oh man, it's just nonsense. So I'm not even going to like focus on it, because it's just not worth anyone's time. Focusing on it is just not helpful. It's a bummer. Super realistic. I know. Yeah, I definitely pay $63 a month in rent. Economy needs to be fixed. Yeah. Honestly, like, it's one of those things where it was cool when they decided to show us what's happening under the hood, but it also shined a light on just how nonsense all of it is. It doesn't make any sense, and it's not worth looking at as a result. Yeah, $64 a month for rent. Toothpaste is $93 a month. Cities need to translate the economy of Victoria 3. I've actually never played Victoria 3, though I believe I have it. I think I was given a copy of it. Do I know there is a traffic light mod that puts lights across the street instead of in front? Like how? No, I was unaware. Steak, I was completely unaware of that. I'll have a look. Give more of the extra details. With the next one, I will ask for more similar tracks. You're from Saudi Arabia and you're excited for the upcoming update. You hope it will not have any modifications, just improve the lighting in the game. You don't have to use any modifications. So this is the new version of the game. I don't use any visual enhancing mods at all. So this is just the way that it looks vanilla. I don't like what Lumina does to the game. I've been pretty upfront about that. I think it makes the game have weird tinges and colors. And I work in a color accurate monitors. To me, the colors look amazing. The lighting looks good. We still have that weird thing where you load in and it's like the wrong LUT is applied for like 60 seconds. But I feel like the shadowing looks better. The snow line is interesting. It's better at some angles. Like this is like, looks good. But then you look at this angle and it's like, ooh, we're still doing that. We're still doing that. It's just, it's a weird thing. But I think in general, this surface here is just the vanilla grass surface. We now get this kind of weathered look along the shore. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can paint some textures. And I'll be honest, I have not used this all that much. So as I try this, I'm kind of a noob, but you can adjust the size and the strength so you can blend, which I think is super sick. It means that if you have a lot of patience and a lot of skill, you're going to be able to do some cool things. And I have a feeling that there are people who are going to get the most, like people who understand blending and who are artists, like true artists, are going to get some amazing results from this. Amazing results. It's kind of like Town to City in that way, that you can get the results that you put the time in for. So yeah. You're hyped? Sick. This is an exceptional update. The only thing that I will say that I'm a little bit disappointed on, and I'm not sure that I can fully be disappointed yet. I actually removed it from the video. There's a sneaky cut about 10 seconds in, because I explained that the whole reason that I wanted to run in this version of the game for this particular build was to see if some of these status indicators would go away. And by the end, I mean, you can see that build took me 4 hours, and we still got all these indicators here. So it doesn't seem, well, first of all, I don't know if this is because I used some custom assets. I mean, many of these are not custom though. I mean, this is UK, whatever. I don't know if that's the issue. It's the number of assets I have in the build. If it just takes longer to cycle through everything. Obviously I could go through and just, because I have company changer, I could just change the company quickly and see if that fixes things. I could delete all these and see what happens. But I don't have a solid indication of what's happening. So I decided to not address it yet. And Monday, when the patch comes out, I plan on having a video where I kind of dive into performance on a few different machines of a variety of strengths. I'm going to take my kid's Minecraft rig, which has a 3060 in it, and I'm going to test everything on there. And then I'm also going to, I basically just want to see if I have a vanilla city, which I have one, that's fairly large, if some of these indicators go away after simulating for a while. So those are projects that are coming up. So yeah, tested on Linux. Oh, Vulgar. That is like super on my radar. In fact, all week, the reason why there hasn't been as many videos, which there's still been a fair number of videos, but the whole reason why there hasn't been more, Poplar. Poplar. Hold on. My kid has a Minecraft rig that's better than your PC. Well, so back in the day, I had a PC sponsorship. So they sent me a PC, and that is the Minecraft rig. Yes. And the homework rig. It is basically a Chromebook with a 3060 in it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, studio video is coming soon. I completely, the studio's done now. Studio's done now. Have I found the chair yet? I did. I went over the top of it. Oh. So I want to give a huge congratulations to Poplar Ponderosa, who is a newly minted father once again. So congratulations to Poplar Ponderosa. Just wanted to make sure he's okay with me saying it first. Poplar, Papa Poplar over here. Congratulations, Poplar Ponderosa. Super, super happy for you, dude. Super, super happy for you. And hopefully you're getting some rest. I'm drinking some Kickin' Horse coffee. Kickin' Horse kick-ass coffee. And maybe I should send you some. So anyway. Whoa, I don't know what's going on here. That looks bad. Yes, putting the pop in Poplar. I love it. Growing another young linden. Indeed. All right, one quick thing before we get going. Inze, thank you so much for the donation. Poplar, thank you for the donation. It's super generous of you. Phoenix, thank you as well for the donation. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Marcus. Hold on. They're sleeping. You're on watch. We're keeping you awake. I feel like I need to be one of those loud, obnoxious YouTubers that's just like yelling at you a whole bunch then. Stay awake. Although I'm too tired for that. You notice that there's a few trees blocking the driving range? We'll go and check that out real quick. What do you mean? I see no trees blocking the driving range. Before we begin, I got to admit one thing. So we might have pulled some shenanigans, Mac Welshman and I. And the result of the shenanigans was that I lost the original build of the hotel. But here's the thing. I got so much better at building it the second time that I was able to build it in like 20 minutes and it looks better. So if you look at this and you go, that surface that was missing is here now. Well, that's why I had to rebuild it. So the shenanigans, yeah. You wanted to re-upload it so that it was a newer mod. And yeah, so I had to redo it. So if things look a little bit different, I think it's a good different. It's a better different. If it improves the reach of the asset and more people get to see it, I'm all for it. Truly the John Oliver of City Skylines YouTube. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I love John Oliver personally, but I don't know if you consider that a good or a bad thing. Today we're going to lock 1,000 Sims into a gold course, and whoever survives pays no taxes. I mean, we could already take the taxes down to nothing here. Because, of course, the economy will allow that. I think actually, now that I think about it, we are at 10% across the board because I've just been building without any restraint at this point. Like, we need new infrastructure. We'll build the biggest one and not worry. I'm going to begin with net lanes. I brought in, you guys may recall, brought in, I might have just found something that doesn't work. Okay. Oh, no, I'm dumb. Never mind. I brought in some net lanes. The ones that I really care about, I can't find. It's the vanilla. It's the vanilla curb. It's interesting. I don't see it. Well, not finding that is going to actually change the strategy, and perhaps for the better. Could have high-end residential and some custom courses. I thought about adding some. Just reinstalled CS2, but you're really lost with the mod scene. Any chances I'm doing an update to these mod guides? Geekwell, I released the first video of this year was a gigantic mod video. So check that one out. That video came out January like 2nd or something. And I have timestamps all the way across the board. So I honestly, I think it's a really good video, and it's still mostly applicable. There's a couple of mods that have changed. Yeah, this is weird. I definitely subscribed to this mod, and it's not here. I don't know what to do with that. Those corners in the road and crossings look funny. Yeah. So I think I know the problem here. I can fix that one quickly. So one of these roads. Oh, I can't fix it. So I thought that it was the width of the sidewalk. I think as much as I didn't want to go 3 meters, that might be the only way to get it looking good. That didn't fix it either. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. So the way that I was going to try to fix it, the way that I wanted to fix it, and the way that I'm still going to do it, we're just going to leave the game momentarily, is I want to grab, there's vanilla curb net lanes. And what I like to do is just kind of follow the curb and make my own. And then I'll go over the top. I can use the surface painter to paint in surfaces over the top of the sidewalks and kind of make it look a little bit better. It won't look perfect. It'll still have a little bit of jank, but it's a lot better. But for whatever reason, they're not showing up. So I just want to verify that I actually added these. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that might be neat. Like I haven't used these yet, but I think that what you can do with these is kind of just go over the top of a road and just cover it up, or an alley or whatever. So these are super cool, but not exactly what I'm looking for the build today, or at least not for this area. It's the total width of the road to Wolfie. Well, let's play with that for a second. Let's see if I can. I like this width. Let's just play with this one. I have 2 parking. I wonder if that's part of the issue. That was the issue. I had parking in there twice. So remove that. Oh, no. It's still mad. This one's still mad. Yeah, I think as much as I hate to say it, I think that we have to live with a bit of imperfection if we want the streets to kind of have the vibe, which is narrower. I hope at some point that is resolved, but yeah. Looks boring without streetcars in the center. This isn't a streetcar road. This one is. This one is supposed to have, and honestly, now I'm realizing the reason why this was designed the way it was. So this was supposed to have parking on one side. Without this, even if it looks nicer, we lose all the parking that we added here. So we have to leave it and accept a bit of imperfection. Anyway, hold on. Let's take a look. I just want to make sure that I actually added it's the vanilla Algendo's vanilla curbs. 3.5 doesn't corrupt. So 3.5 is just exceptionally wide. So that's why I get really torn, because I think that all the sidewalks in the game just seem crazy wide. 6 feet or 2 meters is pretty normal. New video was great, Rubber Ducky. I appreciate that. Mods breaking? No, the only mods that broke for me are Topo Toggle. That one breaks for obvious reasons because it's built into the game now. The other one was the map texture replacer. Again, I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory as well. Looks like I'm breaking Skive though. Hold on. Let's be even riskier. Did they fix the grass median color in this patch? We'll take a look in a second. Let's just see if I can quietly sneak it in. What is this? Oh, smileys. Well, don't tell people who weren't at the stream, but we're adding this one. we gotta check that out. That's gonna fit perfectly in this block. Definitely not what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, I want to look at Algendo. Give him a follow. Right here. I am subscribed. So yeah, there must be some issue because I can't add this. That's a bummer. Because without this, I can't really do the thing I was trying to do. Have we already discussed turning the hotel shuttle into an executive bus rather than a van? No, we have not. But I saw a number of comments suggesting that. I wonder, is there a bus? While we're in here, this is detailing. Oh my gosh. There is a golf cart bus. Oh my goodness. Realized I could export my golf cart mesh as a bus and have them drive around my golf courses. Aesthetic only. Crash game. Q's in here. Welcome on in, Q. Restart the game. All right, I'll restart in a second. I want to see though. I was hoping I could find a bus that there it is. So a lot of people said, the shuttle shouldn't be a normal bus. It should be this, and I should probably crank some more up. This is probably, I have no idea what any of this says. But this is more along the lines of what I was thinking. Something like this, or just like a kind of a generic looking bus. Patch comes out 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday. We are going to go. Delivery vehicle. If that would have been a bus, I would have grabbed that one. Let me see it. Let me see it. One is... Problem is, I don't know. I don't know if this is a bus. It says it's... Oh, it's tagged as a bus. We're just going to try it. We're just going to try it. It's more of a van? No, definitely more of a van. But I want this thing going very quickly in between the tram. And people ask, why didn't I just bring the tram all the way up? The idea is that the road going down is a private road. So the public right-of-way ends in front of the golf course, and then everything else is private. So you can't run the tram in private areas. So that's why we have this minibus that's going to basically take people from the public tram up to the hotel. We probably should also add some more parking. I will keep it real. I know that I didn't add enough. I should probably do that. So I think I'm going to do these two things. We'll restart, and then we'll go back in. Hopefully... Ooh, I don't want either of those. No minibus. We're not doing that. You're just going to deal with not having what you want. Can't always get what you want. I don't even know what route planning extension is. Tired of the game giving you a vehicle you did not want to use or making a route? Route colors tedious to manage. Route planning extension lets you choose vehicles in advance while you are still planning the line. Pick them directly from the route planning toolbox. Use multi-select save. Okay. Easy and straightforward. I don't know who Nico is. Oh. They've made a bunch of good mods. I've been wanting to test this one out too. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. And of course, we're testing out a new version of the game. So we'll see if that works. Anyway, happy Friday. Sydney, welcome on in. Minibus depot so it doesn't have to go into town. That's a good idea. Oh, guys. You're going to just keep getting me to subscribe to mods. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. This is not supposed to be Phil adds 300 mods to the mod set. But I'm going to. Because you guys are going to goat me into it. Bus depot. I don't have vehicle selected anymore? Okay. Okay, hold on. They turned the taxi stand into a bus depot, and buses just come out the front door. That's amazing. I guess if you're hiding it, that would work. That's hilarious. You seriously hate it? Well, so the ski resort. Okay, listen. This is the most requested thing for New Banff, and I need to speak with some asset creators because it's not something it would be a stupid build right now. You know, like some people can argue that, you know, maybe the golf course right now, because it's not super functional, is not the greatest build. I like it because of the scale. But I think that a ski resort that just vaguely resembles a ski resort from far, but has 0 people, can't do it. So that is something that I would want to commission something. So, it's on my mind. I'm just going to put it that way. It's on my mind. I don't see a good shabby bus depot. So I don't think that we're going to do that. It's honestly probably for the best. Stare into my soul. Stare into my soul for a while. Use the golf course assets to make ski trails and then just replace the surfaces. That won't work for one very specific reason. The golf course assets. Well, okay. I take that back. Hold on. Andrew, thank you for the donation. Phil, thank you for the donation. You got me thinking. There might be a way to do it. Oh, gosh. So Joe left a comment on the video basically saying that everyone gets trapped at the main building. Oh, what if I did something stupid? I love to deconstruct assets. It's like my favorite thing. Brucey, welcome on in, buddy. Okay, I've got an idea. We're gonna investigate. What's the price range for having an asset commissioned? This was not an inexpensive asset. It was very expensive. Brucey, I am well. Exceptionally well. A little tired. Watching me from the office. Cabbage. I won't tell your boss. Is there any Magnolia County or Saguna Beach? Not for the next little while. 2 reasons. I'm just having fun in New Banff. And number 2, this stream today will even probably be a little bit shorter than normal. I have to pick up my wife. And I need to finish the editor application reviews. It's been taking me so long between getting this place ready and then going through 100 applications. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine there would be that many people that applied. I feel like I either have the most desirable job in the world posted, or the economy's bad, or both, or I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, and if someone's gonna spend the time to apply, I feel like I need to give them my attention and review their materials. So I'm gonna do that. So there are people that are passionate about the channel. There are people that are passionate about editing and cinematography and filmography, and filmography is not a word. Editing and making videos. Yeah. Definitely most art. Well, the thing is, I think that if you don't like the videos, it could be a real miserable job. There's like a little fly. It's driving me insane. Anyway, Filmography, yes. I just feel like it could be a really bad job if you don't like it. Like if you let's say you love video editing, like it's like your thing. You love video editing, but you don't like city skylines. And I want to make New Banff videos, or videos generally. My goal, where I'm going, where I'm going to bravely go, where every editor that works for me needs to go, is I really want to produce 4 videos a week. That doesn't mean they're going to be 4 New Banff videos a week. I think I'd like to do probably 2 skylines or 3 skylines, and then like 1 other thing. Or 2 skylines, 1 other series of a different game, and then 1 random thing. So that is what I want. So like if you don't like city builders, or you don't like city skylines, this is going to be a freaking nightmare of a job. So yeah. Between 100 and 300, but it depends on what asset creator. Yeah. It depends on how much time the asset takes, Michael. So Mac spent like 80 hours, like I mentioned, on the hotel. So it was very expensive. But also the asset's amazing piece of art. So people deserve to be paid for their art. Loadings, well, I have a lot of mods. Editor must partake in the daily Yeah, 100%. Many times, editors will be more apt to content creators, people that are upfront, honest, and passionate about the content they are being asked to be. Speaking from experience, yeah. Yeah, and I've seen that shine through in a number of the applications. A lot of the people were clearly very passionate about the channel. Other people were just, you know, they hadn't heard of the channel, but they've watched a whole bunch of videos and like had quality ideas. There's just a lot. Yeah, so we'll see. That is my I need to get that done. I need an editor. I need my time back. The last Satrap. Welcome on in. Icy, visiting Amsterdam tomorrow. You hope it's going to be good. Oh, I bet it's going to be great. Higher passion, skills can be caught, passion cannot. True. I want someone with a baseline of knowledge, you know, because that was one of the things that it's interesting. I'm not sure if it makes more sense to hire someone that has a bunch of skills already, or they're willing to learn your style. I don't really know. I don't know. My wife is going to be the ultimate arbiter of everything, because I feel like I am not good at this, and she was for years a manager. So I'm basically sifting so she can sift, and then I can interview, and we'll see. Hopefully that comes soon. Is there a bug with Banff? The textures look different. The map texture replacer is not working right now. But hold on. I haven't even looked at this, guys. We'll go back to the save. Let's take a look at Banff Shane builds version in the new version of the game with the textures it's supposed to have, because this is baked in. Map texture replacer isn't working, but if you start on Monday, I don't know if this is a mod issue or asset exception. It might be the asset that we just added. Something's mad. Okay, so this is the way that the map is supposed to look. Yeah. It looks a lot better with Shane's textures. But it's still different, because you can see that there's kind of like it's almost sandy right here. Kind of on the hillside. It's a little bit different. And then he's got the water that I wish that I could have. When I first started the save, though, the version of the game would randomly freeze and not allow you to save. And I didn't want to record the series and lose an episode because of that. So I removed all of that and then brought it back with map texture replacer. So anyway, if you go in now, it will work. And this is the way it will look on Monday for you. And it looks really good. Really, really good. I'm the only creator you don't mind advertising NordVPN. Well, if it pays for assets, right? Yeah. So the snow line is only visible looking hard from certain angles now. I don't get it. So like you can see when we get up close to it, it's like wavy. Then you look at it like this, and it's just a straight line. Still that weird straight line. I don't get it. So anyway. Yeah. Nope. Snowline is still snowline. Quite unfortunately. It looks less uniform. So it looks better. Significantly better. And honestly, I didn't show this. Let's take a look at it when there's more snow. To be honest, you saw such harsh snow lines. You saw harsh snow lines in the Alps too. Not that uncommon. Well, you see, I'm not exactly a flatlander, but we don't have mountains here. So I I don't know, even though I spent a lot of time in Colorado, I guess I never really thought about the snow line and how it looked. When there's a lot of snow, I think it looks amazing now. Yeah, it's not just the white texture. This looks a million times better. It's kind of wild how much better it looks. And you can see the relief in the terrain just by looking at it. Like, that was one of the things that made snow unplayable outside of the flashbang of white, is that you couldn't see the elevation change, but you can just see it now without the contour lines, which I think, I don't really know what normals are, but I saw a lot of comments talking about how getting the normals right is like a really basic thing in development. And like having that wrong is what made it look flat. So it looks like that has definitely made some things. Snow looks like snow now. It does. It really does. Really does. Looks a ton better. And just the fact that it's not uniform on the side of the mountain makes a huge difference. The other thing, hold on. While we're off topic and off task, let's just keep up the good work of being off task. We're missing just a couple of mods. Don't worry about that. Makes you homesick? Well, I didn't mean to do that. I am Zon. Thank you for the Prime. Glenn, thank you for the 10 months of Tier 1. Pagan Scorpio, thank you for 13 months. Appreciate you. Callie Candles, thank you for the Prime. Robert the Bruce, thank you for the 21 months. Skull, I'll give it to you. Pagan Scorpio, you are late because you watched the video. You still like the video even though you hate golf? I mean, I have such mixed emotions about golf. Such mixed emotions. It is, golf is, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it when I the one time, but it's such a bad land use. Such a bad land use. Anyway, guys, this is the vanilla. This is the new vanilla texture. I get it. We got a whole bunch of missing assets, but this is Segunda Beach with the new texture. Look at this. Absolutely freaking sick. Look at the rock now. Look at the rock. It looks like a rock. My God. So much better. Yeah. I just can't. The rock is a rock now. It means that we are now going to be able to, as much as I love all of this stuff, as much as I love all of this, we are going to be able to add our own beach in vanilla. So I got to get the map updated. And for people wondering if there will be a Segunda Beach soon, there has to be, because I have to put the beach into Segunda Beach. So we've got to go through all of Segunda Beach, and I have to learn how to use this, and get not just a little proficient at it. I want to become exceptional at using this tool. So yeah, but I am incredibly impressed. I can't wait for people to start making their own custom textures so that you can paint like this. Look at this though. It makes everything look a little bit better. Everything looks a little bit better. The brush is so cool. But look at this. You guys hate when I smooth things out? I don't have to smooth things out now, because now I can actually see why I'm doing something. So this is why I was smoothing things out, because nothing looked right to me. But if it had looked like this, I wouldn't have been smoothing things out, because now it looks like you blasted through. I mean, that's like, there are some people who can just like manifest a big road, a big highway system, and like it makes sense to them. I need to upgrade because there's a traffic problem. I need to not smooth because it looks correct because of the blasting. So I'm very happy. How long did it take to commission the hotel? A couple weeks. I mean, we talked back and forth about it for a while too. but 80 hours of time on the asset itself. So anyway, I could not be more impressed with the vanilla textures. I think that they look exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. You're sorry, Ice Flake, for not believing in you. Feel like we got to put that one out there. Yeah, Ice Flake really is crushing it. And for anyone who wants me to play in Sagunda Beach, man, taking a look at this in the new patch, it kind of makes me want to come back and build here because it all looks so good. Like when I was building the map, I was imagining that it would look like this. Like this is like what I had in my head, but this is not what we were getting. So this is just, it's so much better. It's so much better. Looks like Transport Fever 2. And then all that Paradox investment paying off. Looks phenomenal. I know, right? Yeah, it's good. Beach update video. I tell you what. If you guys are okay with me, if you guys are okay with me being light on story and heavy on just like having fun, in the next, I can make the next a video next week in Sagunda Beach, and I'll fix all the beaches, and I also want to add Mac Welshman's new hospital. I want to replace. We have the city county, the Ventura City. We got the Ventura City Hall. That one's good. We also have a right here is or this one right here. I want to get rid of this building because there's now a San Diego building that I think would fit better. That would kind of fit the vibes more. So maybe I'll just go through and just do some things to Californicate this build. Maybe that's the wrong word for it. You know, something like that. Airborne Chicken. Would this be a good build? A good first PC? Hold on. The only thing I would say, I don't want to dissuade you from going with an AMD GPU, but I also do. I feel like they underperform with this game in specific relative to an NVIDIA. So if it were me, I would probably, that's the one thing I would change. The processor is another spot where like this is there's a certain point where you're going to be GPU bottlenecked, but then you're going to be CPU bottlenecked the rest of the way. If you can invest in a better CPU, if it's like $50 more and you can hold out a week and get that would be one of the things that I would like. You're not going to replace that thing very quickly, and you're going to see a huge return on your investment in larger cities. But that's a great build. This is other than the GPU comment, and maybe you got other people in the comments will disagree with me. That's the one thing that I think that I would do. And so Noah's the best points out, save for the 9800 X3D, the 3D V-Cache in both cities 1 and 2 actually makes a wild difference. It is a huge difference. And it's the difference is in terms of stuttering. Like you'll experience stuttering without it. It's funny, guys. I'm gonna crash real quick. I think I'm gonna crash out. The last time I was able to get to Magnolia County was on stream. We made that farm. We spent a whole bunch of time, and ever since then, I've never been able to get in. I don't even have the right playset. I don't care. We're trying it. 32 gigabytes of DDR5 millionaire stuff. Well, no. You're missing that. It's not millionaire stuff. It's second mortgage stuff. All you have to do is take out a mortgage for the RAM, and you're good to go. That's all. Your 9800 X3D runs the game perfectly, even with massive cities. Yeah. That's a. Guys, this is the first time that I've been able to get back into Magnolia County in months. I know I don't have the right playset activated, but I've not even been able to get into this build. I haven't even tried. Can I run it for more than 5 seconds? We're so back. We're back. Oh, God. What is this? We get a patch and things work afterwards? This is a build that I've been pulling through, kicking and screaming for years at this point. Yeah, ignore the white boxes. Don't worry about all that. The fact that I'm able to load into this at all means that we are miles beyond where we were with the last patch. I have no idea why this is working. People have been asking, why aren't you making Magnolia County videos? It's because I couldn't load into the save. Like, it wasn't working. And I was too sad to just let it go. Because I've been working so hard to just pull this thing through. But now this is working. So, Vainglorious. I would like a poll. Yeah, G-Foot, welcome on in. Maybe before the poll. No, we'll do two things. So part one of the poll. Segunda Beach or Magnolia County. And this is for if I were to make a video in one of those, like pulling it in with beaches and whatnot. Which one? And in the meantime, I need to see if that's actually possible. Feels like a slightly historic moment. I mean, I thought we were gonna crash. I really did. Let me add a couple of mods in. Topo toggle's got to go. Map texture replacer's got to go. Oh. So this might be part of it. I have the service blocks, the old one. I need to add in this asset UI manager. Sorry guys, the title of the stream is not what you're getting. You're getting a man troubleshoots mods. Do I have a tutorial videos for this game? You run out of money and end up with a hot mess? I do. The big thing though, you don't even need a tutorial. The one piece of advice I'll give you is just don't build things right away that you don't need. It is very tempting to build stuff that you don't need. And the moment that you do that, you end up destroying your bank balance. Don't buy tiles you're not going to use, because it will bankrupt you. And don't be afraid to play on easy mode. Okay. I think I got them all right there. Let's see. If you guys aren't using Skype, I don't want to harp on everyone again, because I keep doing this. If you're not using Skype, you need to. This is gonna all the things I'm doing right now are so good that I can do this right here and then launch into the game. Yeah, City Planner troubleshoots. Take out all the loans. Yeah, don't take out loans. Wow. So Twitch says Magnolia County. I'm a little surprised by that. And for the love of, don't zone a for large apartment buildings before you have proper public transit, unless you want to kill your city with gridlock. Yeah. Also, don't overreact and build a whole bunch of road capacity when you zone a gigantic area in, because it's just all the people moving into your city. That's all. That's the only reason why that's happening. That you're seeing all the gridlock. You'd have thought Sagunt Beach was going to win, so you voted for Magnolia County. I'm only taking it under advisement. 20-17 is not exactly a runaway. It's not exactly a landslide, regardless of what some people might believe a landslide is. City planner prays the mods will work. I do. Magnolia County, Melissa. Like, you know what? I should be polling YouTube. But I did something. Oh. FlexLayer Gaming, thank you so much for the super chat. That's super generous of you. Appreciate you. Gary, thank you for the gifted subs. That's seriously very generous of you. Kat, thank you for the donation. Professor Lithos, thank you for the donation. Michael, thank you for the donation. Andrew, thank you for the donation. You guys are all incredibly generous. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of the super chats, all that stuff. Just so you guys know, we're to give Vainglorious their cut, and then I'm giving the rest to charity at the end of the month. So that is the goal. Mohammed, thank you for 26 months of tier 3 on Twitch. Super generous. Memphis Reigns, thank you for the prime. Pudo, thank you for the prime. Inzane, thank you for the gifted sub. Zay, thank you for the prime. Glenn, thank you for 10 months of tier 1. Accordions, thank you for 13 months. Steve, thank you for 11 months. I think I got you guys before, but I'm gonna get you again. Ravencore, thank you for 16. Professor Lisso, thank you for 31 months. Zurus, thank you so much for 3 months. QZ, thank you for 28 months of prime. That is ridiculous, QZ. Appreciate you. Patches live Monday, 7 a.m. You asked your cat, she voted Magnolia County. Speaking of, hold on. YouTube, it's your time to shine. I know, and the funny thing is, I would love for it to be your time to shine, but I popped out the thing, and I can't. Oh. Actually, I do see. Hold on. If we were to have a SB or MC video next week, which one? SB, MC. There we go. You came in a bit late, but what are you voting on? Apple pie. I just put it up. You are voting on this is under advisement. If we were going to do a video next week in either Magnolia County or Sagunt Beach, which one would you prefer to see? Hold on, one other thing. This looks terrible. You've binged Sagunt Beach and New Banff, but you've yet to binge Magnolia County? Dr. Dreaded, Magnolia County is the longest one. New Banff is actually about to pass Sagunt Beach. New Banff's on 21 episodes. Sagunt Beach is only 24. So, before you know it, there will be more New Banff than Sagunt Beach. Magnolia County all the way? Well, the Magnolia County projects are good. It's actually the Friends of Magnolia County and the City Council are going to have a lot of influence. There have been projects that have been on the back burner for, at this point, 6 months or more. Basically, before Colossal Order was removed from the project. Oh my God. Are we going on 9 months since we had the council elections at this point? That's crazy. So they submitted a bunch of projects, and I'm supposed to build their projects. And truthfully, they're all going to be a lot better now. You miss Magnolia County so much? Who drew the characters? Medora. Medora draws the characters for both Magnolia County and Sagunt Beach. Can I bring back the stories? I'm going to, but I'm going to do it differently. I feel like, so it's interesting. I've been giving a lot of thought to the stories, and you might have noticed I dropped all the episode numbers, and the net result of that has been that more people watch the videos. And I realized that I think I've been making it difficult to watch the videos if you're coming in midstream, even if the video is a standalone video, because I start out with this 2-minute long story with a ton of backstory that, like, if you've been watching for 3 years, you know exactly what happened. But if you're coming in fresh to the channel, you're like, what is this nonsense? And who are all these characters? So I need to find a way to make it less insane. So there will still be stories, but I need to write them in a way that is more self-contained. If that makes sense. You can't wait for more Paradise Bay mulligans? Oh, it's the whole city's going to be gone. I'm still trying to figure out, Paradise Bay is supposed to have a highway going straight down the middle of it. Right? The highway, we're not going to do Clearwater County again, where I get overly sentimental and don't demolish half the city with a highway. We are going to do it. There's going to be a highway that goes right down it. FluxLayer Gaming, thank you for the super chat. Again, that's super generous of you. We are going to... FluxLayer Gaming. Big W. That's 3 super chats. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's super generous of you. On YouTube, with 193 votes, Magnolia County, 193 total votes. Magnolia County wins again. So you guys want to see Magnolia County? I hear you guys loud and clear. Which pet from Airborne Chicken? Dog, human, child, cat, or snake? I vote human child. You voted Magnolia County in both? Scorpio? You want to see everything? Well, I can't do everything next week. Next week. How do you think I'm doing next week? I'm not doing anything around here because I don't have to. Ooh. Fancy. The given key UK Garden Shed 04 mesh was not present. Okay, well, right everywhere might be another one of the mods with issues this time around. Let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore that and see what happens. So to fix this, to fix these 3, I need to actually delete all those out of the build, and replace them. It is fixable. That's something I learned yesterday. But it's a process. We have to find all of the assets from those mods and get rid of them. The storytelling's the best, but yeah, some knowledge about past characters is a barrier to entry. Yeah, Molly, that is the thing that I'm trying to navigate and trying to figure out how to do it. And I think I want... So honestly, what I need to do is I need to take a creative writing class, I think. So maybe I will take a course at Madison College or something and learn a little bit more about how to write things better, because I want to be able to tell the story without bogging it down. You love the characters and story? I want the characters and stories to be there. I think that the characters and story are what makes my stuff unique. I think I've thought a lot about that recently. Like, what are the things that make my channel different than other channels? One of the reasons why I said master plan music for City Skylines videos I only want in mind is because that's one thing that makes my channel unique. The storytelling is the other. My background as a planner is another. So I'm never going to lose those things. I just want to get better at them. So yeah. You haven't played CS2 in years, but somehow still wanting for the hook to bring you back. if you've already purchased it and you haven't played it in years, I think Monday might be a good time to give it a shot. Just know the simulation is still lacking in many ways, but the city building components are significantly better. And the vanilla gameplay, if you're into that sort of thing, is from a couple years ago. Jeez, man, it's so much better. It's so much better. Like, it's next level better. Thought you were talking about different CS2, not gonna lie. Rubber Ducky the second. Maybe another day. You love the backgrounds as a casual viewer. It's neat hearing what's likely the holdups are and infrastructure challenges. So, Tim, I feel like we can still do that without the stories becoming so soap opera that and so requiring you to have backstory of 13 episodes of their character arc. So I basically feel like there are some shows that you let me think. I feel like The Office is one, Parks and Rec is one. That wasn't cool. Where you don't really need to watch the show. Abbott Elementary, you don't really need to be an avid viewer of the show to get it. But if you do get it, it's better. I want to do that. Right Everywhere was giving us issues. I'm going to disable Right Everywhere. And it looks like I was missing a dependency for modular service blocks. We'll see if that fixes it. Okay. There. Actually, hold on. I'm going to get rid of a few more. That one's retired. Okay. Realistic parking. I don't know why I had that in the build. Hold on. I'm almost there, guys. Just removing a whole bunch of stuff that I think could be problematic based on what it does to the game. Okay. Okay. This should be a more refined list. And then I have one more top secret thing I can look at to see. We'll boot up though. Still waiting for console release. You know the way it goes around here. I've got a direct relationship with Iceflake, and every time someone says that, they've instructed me that they're going to add 1 week on to the delay the console release. So the reason why the delay has been as long as it is there's just too many people asking about it. And at a certain point, it became a running joke in Finland that the more you ask about console release, the later it gets. So at this point, what I've been told is console is going to release July 30th, 2029. That's the rumor. That's the rumor. I just broke the NDA there. I just broke the NDA there. So, you know, keep that in mind. I did that for you. I'm way too sober. Well, I have to be. I have to pick up my children. I'm drinking the hard stuff. I'm drinking the kicking horse. Do you have any thoughts, opinions, base game versus Ultimate Edition? Well, the question is, do you care about all the other stuff? No way it's going to be finished by then? Listen, I firmly believe it will come out. I firmly believe it will come out. I think that these performance improvements bode well. And I think that PC gaming it's out of range for most people at this point. So being able to play on a console they already have is like gonna kind of be a requirement. So the more I think about it, that's kind of where I go. Do I have kids? I got 2 kids. A girl dad. I got 2 daughters. 9-year-old and 11-year-old. Listen, Brucey, I agree. But I know that there are some very prominent modders that started out as console players. When Tygon told me that he started out as a console player, it's like, what? Tygon? Tygon played on console? What? But yeah. So that's the other thing is, I feel like console is a gateway drug for PCs. So yeah. City Master Plan's coming out first. I have very mixed emotions. The more I talk to people, the more skeptical I get. Initially, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. And now I'm like, I don't know. I'll wait. I'll believe it when I see it. Some of the people I talk to, they're like, that looks like stock assets. Lenny, did you join during it? No, I got guppy brained and I was able to load into Magnolia County for the first time in months. And then the whole topic of the stream, we've done 0 of that and we're probably not going to. Honestly, we're just hanging out and chatting and screwing things up. We're looking at the loading screen. And yeah. Hold on. I can make it better. There we go. Yeah, it's a typical stream. Well, so I think it's maybe a little worse because exceptional load times. Because I'm going in with gigantic mod sets. Oh. No. So I will say I have some very mixed emotions about this competition. So I think I got some lessons learned. First of all, the first thing I'm going to tell you is there are not very many people taking part. So if you want a Steam gift card, a large Steam gift card, and to be my friend on Steam, this is probably your easiest way to get it. Because so far there have been very few participants. So I would highly encourage you, if you have any interest in getting a Steam gift card, to take part in the competition. Second, it's made me realize something. I have not, even though I've seen that all the rage now is in speaking about budgeting and the economy for City Skylines 2. I have not wanted to make that video because I think that it's nonsense because the economy is bunk. And the number one comment that I've seen in the bike video repeatedly is, this challenge is nonsense because the bike mechanic is bunk. And that made me go, crap. The whole reason that I don't want to make that video is the same reason someone doesn't want to take part in the competition. So I was trying to do something fun to build community. I think I missed the mark a little bit in a variety of ways, but I still think it is a fun challenge. You have a week from the release date of the video. There's a bunch of Steam gift cards in the line. I'll try to make it better and more fun next time. And I apologize if it's a little wonky, but I think it is still fun to play. So check it out if you haven't already. Give it a shot. So far, there are very few people. Your odds of winning are incredibly high. so yeah. When am I going to do a deep dive on one of the best rated cities to live in? A roundabout capital of U.S., Carmel, Indiana. Well, I feel like if I do that, I need to actually go there. I feel like that's the only appropriate way. Check the Discords. Hold on. I should also remove you from the screen. Hold on. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many messages. Whoa. What? The mayor of Huntsville, Alabama is now using the stream as background noise during the workday. I've infected all of you. Rock on. I'm sorry, Carmel. I'm not going there. I'm going to Huntsville, Alabama. The next time I head south, that's where I'm going. I'm a big fan of Huntsville, and it appears they're a big fan of the streams too, and I appreciate you guys. Also, guys, check this out. Magnolia County, for the first time in 2 months. Hold on, we got some issues. I gotta reload back in. You love Huntsville? I have never been. I've been to Alabama. I've been to Montgomery. But it was only passing through because I stayed in Panama City Beach. So drove through the entirety of Alabama, but didn't make it to Huntsville. But now I have to. Come to Jacksonville, worst designed city ever. It's funny. It's funny you say that because city officials from Jacksonville came to Madison years ago, and they spoke with us, and they talked about. So you might think that Jacksonville is a crazy city. It's one of the biggest cities in the U.S. by land mass. The cool thing about Jacksonville, Gulf Shores actually had family who went there this past spring break. The cool thing about Jacksonville is they decided to unify their government. And this is something that has been a real problem in places like Madison. And I'm guessing if you work through municipal government, you can probably empathize with this. You'll end up with these municipalities who are offering tax abatements and different incentives to businesses to relocate to their community. And they're just crossing city or municipal boundaries. And I saw this happen. And I always got a pit in my stomach when it's like, we've created jobs. Oh, we didn't create jobs. We moved a job from one side of the highway to the next. And as a result, we've created a job in this community, but net negative for the region because now we've given them a tax break to move. So that's the kind of thing that it always makes me uneasy. And Jacksonville has completely eliminated that by combining their governments. So the city, the county, some of the suburbs, all into one big municipality, all working together. You don't have to have redundancies. But the drawback of that is, and I think that, especially if you're a suburbanite, some people want to live in a suburb because they feel like their government's more responsive when it's smaller. So you get a bigger government. There's two sides to look at it. So yeah. Huge problem in St. Louis. Oh, I know St. Louis deals with it. Huge problem. Any municipal counties here in the U.S.? Denver has that. Indianapolis is another one that's a city county in Jacksonville. So yeah, you're from there, Pilot? That's a place I should get to at some point. Railroads Plus, thank you for the super chat. Because you're excited about new Magnolia County content and you never do super chats. I appreciate you. It's super generous of you. I am excited that this works. Right Everywhere is one of those mods that's always a little bit later. Effectively, if you're not aware, Right Everywhere is a super cool mod. What we were able to do with it in this build is there is a sign. I basically took, I lived in Denver for years. I went to grad school in Denver for planning. And the Union Station has this really cool sign that says travel by train, and it's right up here when right everywhere is in the build. And then we also have dynamic signs that update when we update the rail lines here. So it's one of the things that makes this build really unique and cool. And it sucks for it not to be here right now, but it's a temporary thing. Right everywhere is a mod that gets updated every single time there's a game update, basically. So not overly concerned. The fact that we're in and it's stable, and I just had to remove a couple of mods to get it working, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So we are back. Magnolia County's back. You feel like you're hated by the gods of timing and super chat. Hold on. You are not hated by the gods of timing and super chat. Dan, thank you for the super chat. Hey Phil, are you allowed to share the Google Maps location of the competition lot, or is there an open link for it? Oh, I think I know what you're asking. We're not doing that competition yet. Are you asking about the competition where we're actually building a real neighborhood? Because Dan, if you're asking about that, I have a meeting about that this coming week. But that's one of the things that the editor is going to be helping me with. I actually picked up a drone for it. I'm going to take the drone up, show you the parcel, and then I want to fade into skylines. And we're going to build the map on stream probably in like as soon as I know when the competition's happening. We're going to build the map on stream. That's the one. Yeah. It's outside. Nah. if you are here, you will know, and it should be soonish. I don't want people to start thinking about it too much. The only thing I will say is it is, hold on. It is Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. So it is a small community outside of Madison, and there will be a parcel somewhere over here with a lot of terrain that we have to work around. And the whole goal, we're going to basically on stream build a significant portion of this community and the map. And then I'm going to let you guys go, and you have to design a neighborhood with a unique park space. It must have a water feature, and it should be highly detailed. And I want to finalize the prize before I tell you about it, but I think that there might be the ability to name something. So that is the goal. So yeah, can't wait for this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, but the area that you'll be building in is visible on the map right now. And I'm working with the developer. We're part of a team. They're gonna actually build the roads. They're gonna be building the homes. It's gonna be cool. Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. So super, super cool. Home of one of the first roundabouts I ever drove through. And trolls. Lots and lots of trolls. This is Mount Horeb. It's kind of a stereotypical small town, Wisconsin. Very nice town though. Got a quick trip on a roundabout. I mean, reasonably, if you are a Wisconsinite, is there anything more Wisconsin than seeing an alcohol truck? I believe that's some sort of alcoholic beverage, a quick trip, and a roundabout, and an American flag. I feel like that is the most Wisconsin place ever, basically. Oh, missing a Culver's. Good point. Yeah, there's no Culver's. I don't think it's very far away though. It never is in these small towns. In fact, I think it's right here. So, oh, Tim, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Just need cheese? Yeah. Just need cheese. To be more Wisconsin, it needs a cheese-shaped sign for Cheddarwurst. Well, actually, it needs the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. That was always, well, now it's gone. Now it's in Quad Cities. But when I moved to Madison, I moved to the neighborhood that was initially built for Oscar Mayer factory workers. And I would see the Wienermobile all the time. I loved it. Loved it. Happy Juneteenth. Indeed. What am I doing? We just got Magnolia County running, and at this point, we're not actually doing anything. We're just talking. So we're supposed to be detailing in Banff. Should we get to that? Or are there any patch things that you would like to see? Patch drops 7 a.m. Central Standard Time on Monday. So that is exactly 3 days from when the video came out. Stay in Magnolia County. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some inside tea then. Some things that I've been thinking about. Let's do some crazy insane things to Magnolia County. We got it working. That's good enough. So this is going to go away. What I want to do we're going to have all of this go away. Do I have the radius delete? I do. Okay. So here's where my head's been, guys. Oh, it's not happy with that. Oh, it's very unhappy with what I just did. That's okay. It'll get over it. So brought university back. I feel like I screwed up episode 1, and I've been trying to save it, but it's not salvageable. And sometimes, especially when you have a build that just lasts a long time that you like, you need to be willing to go back to the drawing board and maybe admit that things that you did early on, they're not worth saving. Because look at how much space we just opened up in Magnolia County, or in Bend. And now I can make the city feel a lot bigger if I just did a Seattle and just said, you know what? We're gonna figure out how to make this work. Bear with me, guys. I'm very curious to know how you guys are going to feel about this. Okay, and then we got a hill right here. We can't do anything there, so we'd have to go like this. Yeah. So this is more or less, and then I would just kind of extend this over and grid out this entire area to make it feel like a more substantial city. And then from there, brother, we're going someplace brutal. We got to make this a big city. And to do that, we got to have transportation access. So I would wild out. We got some low density stuff over here. That to me looks like a spot where maybe we could come through no problem. And now all of a sudden, we have the possibility of making this a much larger city. This is something that I've been thinking a lot about. Is this the new update? This is. Yeah, Robert Moses Place for sure. But here's the thing. There's been this strip of lower density. And if you're going to do it, and this would be a real conversation that would happen. If you're going to do this, you're going to do it when it's low density. Because the moment that a tower is put here, you got to work around it. But a couple single family homes, I mean, in a major project like this, you could do it. The Wolfie. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships over on YouTube. Transit Core, thank you for 6 months. Good afternoon, CPP and community. Transit Core, how you doing? Welcome on in. You're here for it, Decaf? I love to hear it. I'm a monster. That's true. This is so American. But here's the thing. I have been meaning to do this to a build forever. And I feel like I'm going to do it to both Bend and Paradise Bay. And this is like, people have been asking, well, why won't you build a subway? Why would I build a subway here? There's no need. It's not big enough. But I blast this through, make a big interchange right here, and then add a whole bunch of density to downtown Bend. And now we need to have a subway. I'll make the transportation network a bit more logical, straighten things out a little bit. Try to retain the historic character without, but still like showing the evolution. Icy. Do we like the highway? Yes, no, yes, but other location. I'm killing you. I hate subways. That's a thing. I actually love subways. And what I want to do, more thoughts as I talk about this build. What I want to do is I want to do underground here in Bend. I want the cities to feel different. So I want it to feel like there was no option in Bend besides to go underground. And over here in Paradise Bay, because we have all of this space to sprawl, there's just no real incentive to go down. So instead of going down, and maybe the water table is higher over here because we have this lake, we have elevated train. So I want to add density to both, but I want to do it differently. And I want the trains and the subway systems to feel different, unique, and have a rationale for being different and unique. So this is just a much smaller area. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. Do I like the highway? Yes or no? Oh, I did not expect that. I expected it to be a wild no. In fact, I almost did this like 5 episodes ago, where I was just like, basically, when I started redoing this entire island, I did a coin flip. It was like, do I do this over here, or do I just Savage Bend and just do some crazy stuff over there? And you know what? You guys are giving me the motivation to do some crazy stuff. Well, it had. So I actually owe a redo of this to you guys. No, it has a little tiny park. There were no stadiums when I built this. But God, who is that's been putting out all those great, is it DM Scorpio? Has been putting out a whole bunch of amazing stadium assets. So I kind of just want to come here. And here's where more of the new Banff flavor comes in. I have no real rationale for redoing Orchard Grove. I think it is what I wanted it to be, but the assets aren't as good as they are now. So I would love to get a proper hotel that looks better than this European thing that I plopped here. That is a fine asset, but doesn't really fit. And then a proper stadium, and then create a good interchange for the stadium, and some proper parking. Lots of little things like that. Not Rock Lobster, thank you for the gifted subs. That's super generous of you. Super generous of you. When will the real neighborhood challenge be? we're doing some logistics. My team has been selected. My team's been selected. But I don't know when it actually begins. And I think that right now, so here's the nuts and bolts and mechanics of that. They're doing soil work right now to figure out where the bedrock is. I really wish there was a bedrock mechanic in City Skylines. We're gonna have to fudge it because you guys are not gonna be able to just blast roads where there's bedrock or build in that area. It's probably gonna dictate where the park goes. There's gonna be a park space requirement. There's gonna be a stormwater requirement, and you're not gonna be able to build where there's bedrock because that's just reality. So yeah. You love the golf course in New Banff. You really would like adding water bunkers. I don't know why I didn't think to do that, truthfully. I got to add some. Well, you won by a landslide. The highway. Yes, but in a different place. So here's where I hate to say it. There is no other place. Like, just from a logical standpoint, I think that this is kind of it, because of the density. The real question is where it ends. Like, do we wrap it around here, replace this bridge right here? Do we go along the side of it? Do we go over, like, that's the real question. And I could see there being a good case that this goes here, provides a bit more access over to Mineral Shores, the private spurs and development over here, and then goes across and links up at the highway right here. That's the real question. Where does it end? Or does it just stop in downtown and plunk people downtown? I don't really know. Any plans to get the Packers Stadium commissioned? Haven't really thought about that. The only stadium that I've really thought about is Camp Randall, because I've really wanted to recreate Madison. Green Bay would be easier though. And I do love Lambeau. Robert Moses behavior? Yeah, for sure. But how do you tell the story of Robert Moses without doing Robert Moses things? What about a highway that is stacked? Well, we're just doing some thought experiments. Okay. But here's the question I have for you. Why? Oh, hold on. So Luca just updated the network multi-tool. So now we have the complex curve under connect. That I gained access to that when I wasn't supposed to, apparently. But now it's actually here. Just got the update. But that's not what I want to do. Check this out. So what if I parallel this? Is there a way? Oh. Why do you do it? Because you can. So from a space saving standpoint, oh gosh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, because you can. That's why you do it. Oh, that gets me thinking though. Oh my goodness. Ooh, guys, that's so sick. It's so extra. Like, that would be so expensive. It would already be expensive to run this through here as an elevated segment. And then you go, you know what? We've actually got we've got multitudes to this expense. Oh, that's problematic though. So the pillars. I might have. Oh, this might be a me problem. I think I might have placed this more than once. I think I just kept hitting the button out of excitement. Hold on. I want to get before I commit to this. Let's actually make it work. Hold on. Let's make it good. So we'll apply some slopes. Get it looking. Ooh. That's the slope right there. And now so the pillars, that's going to be a thing. So it's weird. Some of them are right, but there's just like the odd pillar that's wrong. So I'm gonna figure that out. If I can figure that out. Hey, Vainglorious, can we do a poll about this? Stacked elevated versus just elevated highway. I'm curious to know how you guys. Oh, it's super extra. The interchanges on this would be an absolute nightmare. What is the issue with this build? Oh, the issue was that I couldn't get in. Now I can. So now I'm going absolutely insane. Looks expensive? Oh, stupid expensive. This would be stupid expensive. Maintenance would be a nightmare. There's a reason why you wouldn't want to do this. If honestly, it's probably not a good idea. It's cool that we can do it. It would be great for rail. I see so many possibilities. But I'm curious to see. Cool. Real life BQE. What is BQE? Stacked is more unique. That's true. So DeWolfie makes a good point. If we're gonna Robert Moses anyway, just build a normal highway and delete any home underneath for progress's sake. So if we are just going ham, I mean, here's the thing. If we place this here, all of these buildings still have to go. It's not as though, like, if we were taking this and trying to move it through the center of all this development, that's why you would stack it. So unless we manifest the city around this and make up a backstory, this doesn't make any sense. The only way that this makes sense is if I go like this. And I don't think you guys are going to like what happens if I do this. I could take this and just blast this straight through here and then have this connection, but why? I think DeWolfie has convinced me. I think DeWolfie, you guys have your poll, 207 votes to 76 that say stacked because it's cool. DeWolfie and DeWolfie's one vote might have swayed me. It's a little chaotic. It is. It is. This is super cool. And we're going to figure out a way to use this knowledge that we've gained because Luca's mod deserves the care and attention that he puts into it. But I think we have to use it in logical ways. So this is going to happen. This is going to happen soon. And maybe it'll happen this week. It has nothing to do with the update outside of I can get into this and I'm just going to go ham and do crazy things. You feel like a stacked bridge would be cool? The fetch so that could work. I could actually be on board with that. So we stack that. So first of all, one of the reasons I like that is there's a stacked bridge that I've wondered how does one go about using this? If one were going to place this in their build, how would they use it? And it would appear that you'd have a highway that terminates, and you maybe don't want to, because this is so elevated, you don't want to have two bridges. You just have one stacked bridge. And now it makes sense. Oh, you see, when we think about this, we start to think of reasons for doing things. I like that. What series is Magnolia County from? Magnolia County. It's its own thing. Please save the traffic in your city for a series on YouTube. Matt, I know a guy who will do this for you. I can put you in touch with him. He's really good at fixing traffic. Some might say that he is the ultimate traffic fixer. Stacked bridge that unstacks on land is what Pittsburgh has. Yeah, guys, I think this is what I want to do. So the build is already coming together in my head. So the highway comes right here. It kind of pinches through here. There's an interchange right here. We take this police station and firehouse, the original ones. We get rid of them. We have a messy interchange right here that also links to this bridge right here. We blast through this neighborhood. We redo this interchange right here, or tap into it and have a crazy interchange right here, basically linking everything together. Actually, I think we just get rid of this interchange. Don't worry about that. We get rid of this interchange right here, and instead of having a service interchange, have a system interchange. And then the service interchange is over here, downtown, where it makes more sense to have it. We say sorry to all the people by the university. Lord of Llamas, welcome on in. Who fixes traffic? Oh, we've got a friend who fixes traffic. But those are historic buildings. This is we've had many a city council meeting in this building right here. But there's a bridge that must be built. Progress is progress, and we are not going to let the old police station hold us back from progress. We'll build an even better police station. It'll be the finest police station ever. The only sad thing, actually, is it sad that when you come into downtown on the highway, you'll get to see the amazing cat? That sounds awesome. God, I love this build. It's so cool to be back in it. Yes, Biffa. I think you need to submit to Biffa. Have I ever read the book Power Broker by Robert Moses? About Robert Moses' biography? Yes. That was required reading in grad school. You must learn about Jane Jacobs and read the Power Broker. It was one of the first things. It was like a passage out of there. Sarah and the Gamerverse, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. DeWolfie, thank you for the super chat. Would I ever consider doing a Robert Moses video in the same vein as I did at my suburbs video? It's funny. The suburb video is actually not supposed to be what New Banff was about. It turned into a Magnolia County style video inadvertently. I just can't help myself from making that style of video. If I were to do it, it would probably be a build like this. And it would probably talk about the complicated legacy of these things, because you can make an argument that New York needed some of the projects that Robert Moses helped build. The problem was not the project all the time. It was the methods in which he got them to happen. giving himself power over boards and commissions, like just doing things that, like, as a planner, I have thought a lot about how I had to remain neutral in circumstances where I had opinions, but for ethics reasons, like I'm bound. I'm a certified planner. Like, ethically, I have to maintain a certain decorum in certain situations and remove myself when I have conflicts of interest. So he completely violated all that, and I would staff a commission, but I would never be the head of it. Like, that's insane. You can't just give yourself pots of money as the planner. Like, I had no access to money. Like, I would make recommendations about things, and then the commissions and councils, they would decide what they wanted to do. I gave advice based on my professional expertise and education and experience. But never could I just say, this is what we're doing. And that's what he did. One of the complicated legacies, I think, for me personally, and then I'm on an aside as I go on a rant, is I really feel like because he abused power, he reduced the effectiveness of all planners forever. And that sucks. That's one of the things I've thought a lot about throughout my time. Is it's good that planners don't have as much power as he did, but also he reduced their effectiveness forever because he abused the power so much. And that sucks. And that's probably one of the things that for me is the most, that I'm the most bitter about as a planner with him. And in addition to him basically taking a look at minorities and basically anyone who is socioeconomically disadvantaged and saying, screw you guys, I don't care, I'm taking your property and do what I want. That's the other, those are the two things. So yeah. Game looks so good. Right? The other thing, you guys have heard me rant about planned development and zoning and how I think it's corrosive. Let me talk about this for anyone who doesn't know, since we're just chatting and hanging out, talking. These are the zoning categories in city skylines. We got different residential, residential, different intensities, commercial, different intensities, office, industrial, pretty common stuff. But there's one major zoning category that's missing in this game, and it's planned development. And you can think of planned development as, we want to build a Costco. Well, Costco doesn't fit in a conventional zoning category. So commercial might allow for buildings up to, 20,000 square feet. But the Walmart is 100,000 square feet. So what do we do when Walmart comes to town and wants to build? Well, we create a brand new zoning category for them called planned development. And they have to come up with their own zoning code for their chunk of land. And we are going to micromanage every aspect of it, but come up with what is a good design for this site. So that might mean that we have to have a certain amount of landscaping, that we have the parking lot designed in a certain way, the building oriented in a certain location. We really dictate everything about the way that this looks. And if they want to make modifications down the line, they have to get an amendment to the plan development zoning. For something like a Walmart, I think it probably makes a great deal of sense because it's really difficult. This is a very impactful use because of the amount of traffic that it generates. And it nothing else is like it. Maybe a Target, but even that you could argue is a little bit different. And maybe you want to be site sensitive and contextualize within that specific site. So I think planned development makes sense for large uses like this. Or it can make sense. Maybe you should have just a general shopping district and force things to conform. Where I have a bigger problem with it is planned development will get used for just single family neighborhoods. And they will take the entire neighborhood and say, this is planned development zoning. And the entire neighborhood is this zoning category that is defined in its own, has basically its own plan, comprehensive plan for the neighborhood. It might not sound like a big deal to you, but what it effectively means is that this house right here ends up getting locked in to be this house. It can never be anything else. And if you want to change the zoning of this, you have to get approval from everyone here. And they're not going to ever allow that. They're not going to say, yeah, it's fine. Like, we're totally okay with you making this a duplex. We're totally okay with you selling your properties to a developer and forming an apartment here. The only way that that's possible is to change the zoning for this from planned development to something else, or to amend the master plan for the neighborhood, which then they're never going to agree to. Madison is going through and they're trying to take planned development neighborhoods and fit them into conventional zoning to eliminate the planned development. And I have never been more proud of my city, because planned development, when used in this way, is corrosive. It is an absolute stain on urban development. It locks neighborhoods in place and freezes them. It means that when things start going downhill, there's no way to fix it. It means that things that make neighborhoods great over time, like buildings changing and maybe a single family home becoming a barber shop, those things are completely impossible when it's planned development. So by the city going in and saying we're changing this, they're enabling this in the future. Nothing's going to change in the next 5 years or 10 years, but maybe it will. And this is like, this could be something. So this is why people have often said that Madison has a really progressive planning culture. This is the sort of thing that makes me really, really proud to have worked in Madison, to live in Madison. And it's a reason why I think that Madison has really good planning, because they've recognized this thing as a problem. And rather than just accepting it and saying we'll do better in the future neighborhoods, they're going to fix it in the existing ones. Well, it doesn't mean the HOA is going away, but it means that it could. Right now, it can't. If it's planned development, generally there are reasons why the HOA must exist. But if you just make this conventional zoning and you make it fit into an existing zoning category, there's no real reason for that HOA to exist outside of like maybe neighborhood events, or like maybe there's a private park space that they're maintaining. But they don't have to enforce the zoning code, which that's when the HOA goes bad, is when they're enforcing a zoning code. I don't really care if the HOA wants to throw a Halloween parade, or Halloween, whatever, or a farmer's market. The HOA, knock yourself out with that. But the HOA should not be doing zoning stuff. Like, they should not be approving fences. That's insane. I hate that. Terrible. It's a cool way to tackle a problem in neighborhoods frozen in amber. Yeah, guitar dude. I totally get why a developer likes planned development. I totally get it. And planned development has been used, like, planned development has been used in some really creative ways. Like, when I worked in this community, there was no zoning category that would easily allow you to build this. So to make this entire neighborhood a planned development and then have a map of what the neighborhood's going to look like, and then show where you're going to have these non-conforming single family home parcels or duplexes in there, and to be able to experiment with something new, totally cool. But the ultimate goal, if you're going to build something that looks like this is just a duplex. This is just a duplex. There's no reason why this can't be a conventional zoning category. There's no reason why this has to be a planned development. And there's no reason why this should be frozen in time. And ultimately, the biggest problem with planned development is there are often other things locked in the planned development, like the color of buildings, like the materials that can be used for the roof. Notice how all of these are kind of a sea of the same color, and the roofs have very little variation. This is what happens when you have planned development. The developer is trying to make saleable properties, saleable lots. They want this to be, they want it to be predictable. If they own this home and you own this one and they're trying to sell this, They want to make sure that you're not going to paint your house Packers green and put a big Packers logo on your garage and make it impossible for them to sell their house. So I understand why they want to do it, but also what makes cities great is the quirkiness, and for things to be able to change, for things to evolve for the needs of the community at a given point in time. So anyway, that's my soapbox. Okay, you say America needs to get back to mixed use zoning. Yes. The problem is planned development is being used for mixed use. So this right here is mixed use. This is a newer building. Ignore that. But, newer building, but rather than being able to build this with just a conventional mixed use category, this is again planned development. So you end up with this really nice building, but you can't modify it. The uses are probably specified. You couldn't sell these as condos because they're probably specified as apartments or vice versa. And your ability to change this over time is relatively limited. So that's the big problem. As opposed to, come on. Welcome to Blurry Vision. This is not where I wanted to be. Hold on. As opposed to this. This is 100 years old and is a conventional zoning category. So this can be changed and evolve over time, and it has evolved over time as needs for the community have changed, as the types of uses that this area needs evolve. So I just think that it's bad practice to have a zoning category that doesn't allow for that flexibility. I'd much rather have this where things can change and evolve over time. Condos are important multi-story within a single footprint building. So Arrow's Path, it's interesting you mentioned condos. I was reading this article recently about how condos have not been developed over the last, at least in my area, condos really haven't been developed over the last 15 years. So we're getting lots of new development. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Why am I in a church? I wanted to go to Street View. I don't know why my earth is screwing up so much. Hold on. We'll try again. Maybe we'll go in the Capitol this time. Here we are. So there are lots of buildings being developed. They're all being developed. We're all being developed as apartments. And that's because of a mixture of bank financing and the belief that condos are not profitable. But the crazy thing is they're a gateway into the housing market for a lot of people, a way to build equity. So it's really bad, actually, that it's not being developed. As someone who's been interested in Madison, condos are scarce. Yeah. It's a huge problem. Because of that, the prices go up astronomically. They end up being as expensive as single family homes, which is insane. Like, yes, downtown Madison is a great place to live, but it would also be an excellent place to have a condo, and they don't exist. Hey, you know where this is, Steve? It's a nice area. Home ownership in China is 90%, and most of the condos are high rises. Well, so back in the day, a lot of these, so a big problem was 2008 when the entire housing market collapsed. Condos are one of the things that really got impacted, and they just never really came back. And then apartments became profitable enough that a lot of the new development just became apartments. And when you have a shortage, and it's easier to do that from a financing standpoint, and when the numbers just look better, that's what gets built. And that was the thing, is like the whole article was, how do we incentivize condo development, especially when office vacancy rates are still very high, and they're not rebounding. How do we enable the creation of condos in places where there were offices in the past? Converting an office into a condo is actually pretty challenging. Lots of issues. You've seen $1,300 HOA fees for 2-bedroom, 2-bath? Yeah. It's tough though. I had a condo in Denver, and the HOA fees were very high, but it included my power, plowing, gardening. What else did it include? Insurance. Even here, in the building that I'm in right now, this is technically a condo. It includes power, water, gas, snow removal, gardening, and insurance. Not for my property, but for the building itself. And it's like $300 a month for that. And I think that's a steal. But that's only because I've had to pay it separately. And trash, yes, and trash services. And it's right outside my door. So, yeah. Landlording is the most amount of buck for the least amount of bang possible. It can be if you're bad at it. Sarah and the Gamerverse, thank you for the super chat. That highway into bridge reminds you of the one leading into two-sided bridge in Quebec City. The service building I removed, Quebec City put in a large aquarium. Ooh. You're getting me back to the game, and I love that idea. Putting an aquarium or something like a big city amenity right there next to the exit. I'm gonna steal that. Oh, anyway, hold on. I was reading this other story as I get distracted and I still guppy brain out. So I lived in Denver. Love Denver. Killing me. The building that I used to work out of when I was a consultant was recently sold for this building, and the World Trade Center building in Denver were both sold together for $6 million. And that number floored me, because I see single family homes going for $600,000 to $700,000 in Madison. So to hear that you could buy multiple skyscrapers in downtown Denver for $6 million kind of floored me. And I'd love to show you, but we're playing Google Earth 64. Hold on. Let's try again. On dial-up, right? Let's try again. I'll show you the buildings because I want to show you anyway. I don't know if I can. Hey, there we go. There we go. So one of the buildings that sold. Hold on. Let me orient. Okay, there's the mall. 17th. Where in the heck is it? Ha, right here. This building right here, these two towers together, $3 million for these two. Abandoned office building. My office, when I first started out as a planner, was right up here. It was so sick. I had a view of the Rocky Mountains. You could see it perfectly. You look straight down there, you could see the snow-capped mountains and all of downtown. It was like, to get my own office and to be on the 20th story or something crazy like that was amazing. But yeah, this is one of the two buildings, and it's really two. They're connected with this lobby down here. A developer from Los Angeles, first project, purchased this building for $3 million, and the other one, all right, zoom out so we can zoom back in. That is not the one. Where is it? This building is even nicer. Oh, right here. These two. The Energy Center, that's it. These two. That was the other part of his $6 million deal. These two towers. Can you freaking imagine that? The office market is so bad that you get that first building we looked at and these two. $6 million for 4 skyscrapers in downtown. Insane. Insane. This is downtown Denver, Colorado. And you could, for wasteland. Well, no. They want to convert it into housing. So this developer, I was reading what he was saying about it. He was like, well, I'm hoping that they grant us some waivers because Denver wants us to change out all the windows to turn it into housing. Because apparently this glass is not thick enough for housing. It's okay for an office, but it's not thick enough for housing. And then you just think about like the different requirements, the configuration for a house. You have natural lighting requirements and things of that nature. You're going to need to be able to get out of there fast enough during a fire. That might require different things because of the number of units you're dividing things into. It just opens up a lot of questions. So he said these 4 buildings cost him $6 million, but one of these might take $17 million. One of the buildings individually, $17 million to retrofit into housing. So the only way that the number goes down is that the city lessens its requirements. And that's the big question. Denver needs housing. How bad do they want it? How many requirements are they willing to look at and go, do these requirements matter? So yeah. Sounds like the city has given up on downtown to agree to this. Well, the city didn't agree to anything. Here's the thing. The developer bought it. They got it on a fire sale. They got it on a fire sale because you can't rent out this to, there's not office demand anymore. So many people want to work remotely. So many jobs have been made permanently remote. So if the demand for this building isn't what it was, what is the city to do? I've heard that the area is fallen on hard times as a result of there not being the same level of people down there during the day in offices. So what do you do? What is the quality of the housing? So when I left downtown Denver, this was the place to be. Downtown Denver was amazing. They were reinvesting into it. Just to give you guys a sense for all the changes in downtown Denver. So this is the state capitol right here. Denver Post right here. RTD. I also worked in this building. This is where I had my first internship. Super sick. There is a transit mall right here. And right here is historic Union Station, and that sign should look familiar if you've watched Magnolia County, the travel by train, because I stole it right from there. So you've got a whole bunch of transit options down here. You got trams that turn into light rail. You got your Amtrak station. You got commuter rail. You got buses that take you to every corner of the region. You've got quality bike infrastructure. Going down Spear right here, there is a bike path. The reason why I worked at the transit agency and rode a bike is because the bike path was so great. Why wouldn't I just bike? The weather, it's 70 degrees in February, or room temperature, whatever that is in Celsius. Room temperature in February half the time, and it's sunny every day. So even when it's cold, it's nice. So excellent transportation options. So it was a happening place to be, and there was a lot of investment that was taking place as a result. So in the time that I was there, I actually have images that maybe I'll bring another day. Where am I? Of this being restored. All of this. Let's actually take a trip down memory lane. Let's go back. This is what it looked like when I lived in Denver, when I first moved there. So what did Denver look like? First of all, this was a dynamic place to go to grad school and to just see the projects being built in real time, to meet the developer of Jane Crawford, who was working on this and building getting the hotel built, to see all of that change. Like, they city skylines the downtown in 15 years, and they're cycling through all the problems too. Like, check this out. Look at this. Look at that sea of parking there. Look at all this. This is an old industrial, gigantic bridge with this looks like the kind of spaghetti monster that people make in skylines. And what they did. All of this redevelopment right here. Parking's still there, I guess. This is Rhino, though, River North. And there's a whole bunch of development around here. All spurred on by the transit. But now, the big component of that is the reason why all this transit was here is all the jobs. If the jobs aren't there, there's no reason to come down here. And now the whole area falls on hard times. So yeah. I'm salivating over that parking area. I'm salivating over all the things that this could become. But it won't become anything if there's no reason to redevelop it, because there's a whole bunch of vacant housing or vacant offices. But this is potential. When you see this, like, one of the reasons why there's so much density in downtown Denver, for better or for worse, is how far back can I go? It's the blurry vision. Oh wait. I need to get rid of the. Check out downtown Denver. This is 93. 93. It was a sea of parking. A whole bunch of surface parking lots everywhere. They leveled whole neighborhoods so that you could have parking, because that was what was in vogue at the time. All of this land near the urban core, just vacant, just wiped clean. Urban renewal. Before I knew what urban renewal was, when I was like getting into grad school, I looked at the Urban Renewal Authority. I was like, maybe that's a place to go work. But yeah, all of that parking is now development. So Denver's fascinating. It's a boom and bust type place where things change very rapidly. But now it's the next iteration. Hold on. Phil. You can donate to the Trevor Project. Okay, no. That's I put that one there. Distractions are fine. Riri. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have guppy brained so hard this entire stream. I've said we're playing Skylines. We're looking at Google Earth. 46 people raid, and I'm just here ranting. I apologize. Welcome on in, Raiders. How are you doing today? Hopefully you had a good stream. My name is Phil. If you don't know me, we play a lot of city building games around here, in particular City Skylines. And in some cases, I just start ranting. And that's what we've been up to. We got into Magnolia County for the first time in a while, and that's what we've been doing. So what do you guys do? What have you guys been up to today? The new stuff is hot. It is. Riri, were you playing? You enjoy the distractions? I appreciate that. I'm glad you're here for them because there are many. Forest builds more. Thank you for 3 months of tier 1. You've arrived. I can start building now. You've been here for 41 minutes. I built nothing. This is the new patch. This is the new textures. And just look at how good that looks. Looks even better if we hook it up with some snowy weather. We get some beautiful snow on the mountains. Yeah, isn't it crisp? We were doing a little bit of planning, and we decided that we were going to Robert Moses a freeway through here and Seattle some roads straight up a hillside. We've got all the plans for Bend, and I think I'm going to do it this coming week. We're going to see what happens. We're just going to do some weird stuff. You'd be very worried if I built anything on Livestream? Forrest, yeah. Well, first of all, if I built anything on Livestream, I'd be doing it under duress. And you know it's probably going to be a bad build. Peasy, it's not hard to encourage people to move to city centers. They just don't want to give everyone a better quality of living without charging $800,000 to $1 million. These high rises could be packed with 2 to 3 stories. Well, so this is the point I was trying to make. The problem is even in a place that has good intentions. I think that Denver would love to have more people living downtown. But if the building is not correct for the use, you have to find that path to make it viable, and it has to be cost effective. Because ultimately, the developer could pour $17 million or whatever into that building and make it viable for residential. But then that exact problem that you bring up of it being made for millionaires, that becomes the issue. That's not what we want. How do you make it and so the developer in the article I read was actually making that very point. Like, I want to build housing that is affordable to regular people. And to do that, you need to work with me, city. You need to find a way to make this viable. What do we do to get there? That's the question. Q. Welcome on in, Q. For anyone who is just jumping in, the other thing. So we got the new textures. The mountains look gorgeous, look beautiful. You can see more relief now. That has been an issue in this game since day one, that things just look flat, especially when you look this way. Look what you can see. Even with a sea of white, you can tell that we have relief now, which is, you love to see it. Can't find my mouse cursor though because it's so white. Hold on. But the other real star, respect the topography button. Perpetual, respect the topography button. Super cool. And the thing that you guys all probably care the most about, you can now do you can now paint textures on the ground. So if you want to create different vibes, you can do that. And the best thing about it is if you change the strength you can do some really interesting stuff. You know who I want to see do that? You play with this? And I know that they put out a video today and I didn't get to watch it yet. In fact, as soon as I'm done with this, $2.20. I know that $2.20 is going to do some sick stuff with this. Oh yeah. Scully's going to, for sure. Sully's going to do some amazing stuff with this as well. Sully's going to do, $2.20 has been working on marshland forever. This is absolutely going to help people make a marsh. Try using a different brush. Hold on. Let's see. River brush. What does one do with the river brush? I can't rotate it. Oh, wait. That's weird. There has to be a shortcut for that. I'll have to learn. I wonder if this is modded or not. So this whole brush thing, like there are things like the groundwater resource tool is not in the vanilla game. And I don't know if this brush stuff is either. I need to play vanilla. But yeah, the really cool thing. So let's say we did a whole bunch of surface stuff over here. Watch this. So we did a whole bunch of ugly surface stuff and plopped a bunch of decals. My bad. Don't worry about that. That's collateral damage. We're not worried about that. Now, first of all, along the side of the road, make it a little messy. Canadian moose. Canadian moose is going to do some sick stuff with this. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Yeah, you can do a lot of cool stuff. And just like, this is like 2 seconds of messing around. 2 seconds of messing. Yeah, this is Monday this is vanilla. This, the ability to do this. Monday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Should have been in the game at release. Well, you know why it wasn't, right? New developer. I get the impression, and maybe I'm wrong. This is fresh eyes really matters. Fresh eyes really matters. And, I get the impression that they don't look and they're not like, well, we're not going to do it that way because we're not going to do it that way. They go, well, why can't we do it that way? So I'm into it. Super cool. So many possibilities. So many possibilities. Has performance improved? I'm going to recommend that you take a look at Picana's video for now. I will be testing it more myself. They claim performance gains. I haven't done a lot of testing yet. I'm going to be testing it on 3 computers tomorrow. Kind of like a mid-range, higher-end extreme, and we'll see how it is. Yeah, you can do a lot with it. When will CS2 work with a Wacom stencil? Oh, right now. Iceplay giving us this. Colossal Order gave us parking lots. Well, not just that. Weird parking lots. No, they tried their best. They tried their best. But I do just think that fresh eyes helps. I think that fresh eyes matters. And it feels like they're hungry. It feels like they get it. So they're doing good. Not just parking. Oh, don't worry, brother. Where we're going, we'll just Robert Moses through all the buildings right here. And if you want parking, we can facilitate. We won't even pave it. Is this what you're looking for? This is what you want downtown to look like? We'll 1990 Denver it, 1975 Denver. Just the sea of asphalt underneath the highway. Perfect. FYI, you grew up on farms and you've been impressed with my new farm builds. They're exceptionally accurate. Dark Agent. The only reason why they're getting better is I have found myself looking at the real world more and like asking myself why the things that I'm building don't make sense. And I've been trying to get better, and farms are an important part of that. Thank you. Appreciate that. $2.20 wasn't completely happy with the texture painting. Okay, well, you know what? That's fair. Now I need to watch the video. Now is when I end the stream so I can watch $2.20 videos. You have to say you're super stoked to see Banff Fairmont in the last video. You've been wanting to add that to your along with your build along. Enjoy. Foamy, I hope you really enjoy it. Mac did such an exceptional job with the asset. Blew me away. Like, I will say, not only did Mac exceed my expectations in terms of the quality of the asset itself, just in the collaborative nature, like thinking about the way that we were going to use the asset. Initially, these sub buildings were actually part of the main building. And I said, oh, no, it's fine. We can use relocate. And he actually said, he's like, are you sure about that? And could have just left it. The problem with that is you couldn't adjust the height. But with that thinking and like, you know, like play with it a little while and see how it works. And then I come back, oh yeah, actually it's a little weird. And then he goes and he makes a couple adjustments, kicks it out quickly, and like, just like super cool. Just like a really, and also I didn't really point this out. There are fence pieces and lights that are just beautiful that come with it. And I would highly recommend just like diving into the details, and also look for his logo. It's hidden somewhere on there. I haven't found it yet. You just finished building your PC. You should test out FPS. Yeah, test it out now and test it out on Monday. Let us know how it goes. Could we make a 1 meter wide desire path? Oh, hold on. I don't know if this is because of extra landscaping. It's not quite as fine as I would like it to be, but Um, oh, actually, my bad. I take back what I said. Ooh. Oh, I got it jacked up in the air. I didn't even know I could do that. Oh, that's so good. So good. So good. No one's using it yet, but someday they will. So yeah. 1 minute make your Sims walk. You saw the fences? If you increase the subdivision terrain... Hold on. What do you want me to change? Okay. I don't know what this does. I don't know what you're suggesting I do. Okay, hold on. Let's try one more thing. We'll crank the target patch size. I don't even know what that means. It doesn't feel like it's made much of a difference. I have no idea what that's done. But to me, it looks about the same. Join, Lenny. Thank you for the 2 gifted Magnolia County mugs. That's super generous of you. Riri, again, thank you for the raid. Forrest, thank you for the tier 1. Muskox AF, thank you for the Prime. Great to catch you live. Thank you for being here. Yashi, thank you for the 11 months of Prime. Not Rock Lobster, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Wickman, thank you so much for the Prime for 5 months. Tashield, thank you for the Prime. Why have you done this? Thank you for the year of Prime. Appreciate you. Linkerbox, thank you for the Prime. Trunks, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's super generous of you. Crazy Mage, thank you for the biddies. Rubber Ducky the 2nd, thank you for the Prime. Najash, thank you for the Prime. Strangely Typed, thank you for the Prime. Xavier, thank you for the Prime. Gary, again, I'm going to thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. If I missed anyone, I really apologize. Over on YouTube, Vlad, thank you for the super chat. Regards, you love the city planner stories. Appreciate you. Someone's walking on the path. Hey! Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna add some of these in. God, this makes me want to redo so many things. And look at the way the ground looks. Guys, there are no sprites, but this is vanilla. That is the way the vanilla texture looks. That is good. That is good. Very good. Lenny, patch releases 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday. And I am in mods that have not been updated. So just keep that in mind. I don't have any local mods right now. I just loaded in after disabling a couple of mods. And I was able to get into Magnolia County, which is heavily modded and super old and janky. The other surprising thing, did you guys notice? There were a whole bunch of indicators before. They're all gone. All of the not enough customers. There's a couple. but most of them are gone. A lot of death, but I deleted the crematorium, so that makes sense. Roro. Looks like Roro got one of the mugs. Robot. Robobot. There we go. So many visible lumpies and bumpies now. Yes. Yes. It's quite impressive. It is quite impressive. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out this problem though. We're having autosave issues. That's a little bit alarming. We'll figure that out though. I'm gonna probably cut out soon, but I want to do one more thing. I really need to know what Saguna Beach looks like. I've really got to know. RIP CS2? Does it have an error? No, well, it wasn't doing that with Banff. Magnolia County was having issues. I disabled some mods. Don't get... Magnolia County has been pulled through kicking and screaming for 3 years. I will continue to pull it through kicking and screaming for years. Don't worry about that. That is a Magnolia County thing. We'll get it straightened out. You just have to delete the autosaves in the game files? I did not know that. Hold on. Deuces. Gone. Autosaves are gone. Is the Banff playset updated? No, it's not, but I will get that updated today. I'm gonna throw all the saves out there and update the playset. Did I read the comments about the golf course? I did. I woke up and for first hour of the day, I just read comments. And the main comment is that you should be able to turn around and hole 9 and leave if you want. I think that was the main thing I read. When do I think I will officially retire Magnolia County? Sooner rather than later. I want to do that. There are a couple projects I want to do, and then I'll probably move on from it because I want to do something bigger. The thing that I don't think Banff is going to allow me to do, I still want to do. I want to do a big, sprawling Chicago style build at some point. And I need a big flat map for that. I want a map that just allows me to just create a gigantic urban playground that I can just like experiment with things on. So yeah. Const, so the golf course a few days ago. You did a golf course a few days ago and you realized that the golf course community is almost as passionate as the train community. Well, Const, it goes in both directions. So it's people who hate golf courses and people who love them. So it goes in both directions. It's been a very interesting comment section. And then there were some people who were just like, as soon as I saw you building a golf course, disliked the video, tuned it out. It's like, I literally put the golf course where it is in the real world. Chicago style build has your attention. Yeah. So I want to do something that like, I want to be able to redevelop a whole bunch and just do a whole bunch of towers. And I kind of just want to test my computer too and see what it could do. What is a map that has non-rectangular map tiles? Pretty much any map from Poplar Ponderosa. Saguna Beach, not to toot my own map's horn, has non-rectangular tiles. There are a lot of maps. Basically, a lot of the prominent map creators, Shane Builds, that have put maps out, they are making custom tiles. As long as it's not someone's first map. This map tiling is really challenging to work with, unfortunately. It has to be someone who's really passionate about map making. You just visited Chicago and you're working on Massive City? Like that? There are so many great mods that have come out and all you need to do is, yeah. Like, the cool thing about making a Chicago style build, I think, first of all, I want to do super low density and then just not be afraid to wipe the super low density clean with like a whole bunch of train tracks, and then be able to use some of the mods that are out now to replace the train tracks with, subways and different things. Like, there's so many different options that you could do with a build like that, that I just think, the problem with Magnolia County is the problem with Magnolia County is the problem that so many maps in City Skylines 2 have, is that they are picturesque, beautiful places. A lot of the vanilla maps actually have this issue where it's just like this beautiful location that should never have a city. Like, big cities develop where they develop generally for reasons. And a lot of the maps that we have are areas that just couldn't support a big city. So I need to pick a map that specifically supports a big city. Magnolia County has, Paradise Bay could support a bigger city, but it's not huge. Will I do beer o'clock? Not today. I gotta pick up my kids. No beer for me today. What CPU and how much RAM does CPP have? I built the most powerful computer that I could at the time, and I bought RAM before it was the price of my oldest child. I bought 96 gigs of RAM, but when I got my RAM, it was a couple $100. My RAM's over $9,000. Are you serious? No. But my RAM is 1,400 now, which is insane. Yeah, not at all worth it. No way should you ever buy that for that price. That's crazy. Full month of rent? Yes. It's expensive. RAM out there is not inexpensive these days. Am I in the right place set? Why is it unhappy? Oh, I know how to fix this now. Welcome, Dino King. Dino King, welcome on in. Design Candy, always fun to watch and join. Love my channel. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's super generous of you. I appreciate the kind words. You bought 64 gigs of RAM, and if you sold it now, you could pay for your $3,000 gaming PC. It's the way. Become a RAM flipper. The only problem is you sell your RAM and then you don't have RAM. That is a slight problem. So this is Segunda Beach with all of its mods in its full glory. Very curious. We had all sorts of issues downtown with not enough customers. Let's see if these things go away. Your net worth is in RAM. I mean, it is a way of valuing net worth these days, or of measuring net worth. I am worth a few sticks of RAM. Just a question, if you don't mind me asking. You want to play this game with your 60-year-old mom who has a civil engineering background in the 90s? She's not much of a gamer. Do you think she'd enjoy it or be overwhelmed? So I think that the inherent problem with a game like Cities Skylines is that it throws a lot at you. But I think that one of the things that Iceflake has been working on that I haven't really paid a lot of attention to, and you guys probably haven't either, is they've been updating the tutorial and the encyclopedia. And having a civil engineering background would probably help her out a lot. I would say you're gonna have to sit down with her, but I don't see why she wouldn't get into it. It's a lot. It is a lot. It's a complicated game. Like that's the inherent problem with a game like this. Yeah, I'd play along with her initially, but I bet you she would enjoy it. Like anyone who enjoys infrastructure or cities, like you're gonna get a kick out of that at a bare minimum. What am I doing? Streaming during the US-Australian match? I tell you what, Ted, just for you, I'll end the stream. Your dad is 76, former city planner, city manager since the 70s, never gamed before, loves this game. Yeah. This is the kind of game that would speak to you if that is your chosen career path. It's like I said early on with the channel's history. One of the things that I loved about Skylines, initially I loved Skylines and SimCity because it allowed me to kind of live out the fantasy of being able to build a city. And then as I became a planner, it allowed me to do things that I could never do in the real world, which was almost just as exciting because you want to do those things. For anyone who missed the last stream, by the way, the last two streams, we spent time here in Saguna Beach and we used some of Combat Sandals assets to redo the strip mall and make it look a bit more realistic. We added in a McDonald's and a Taco Bell. We added in a mall over here. I thought that we moved this. I guess I didn't save it. My bad. And then we also added a Costco. So it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Do I still do in real life projects? If you would have asked me a couple of months ago, I would have said no. And then I ended up winning a project as a consultant. So yes. So yeah, that'll be an interesting thing over the next little while. Guys, I have a couple of in real life things I need to take care of that are important. Could I make a European build? Not only am I going to do that, we actually last week, just one thing. Last week, we started the playset. Which will crash if I try to look at it. Yeah, we're going to do that at some point. I want to do something Mediterranean. We will be doing in real life projects, Airborne Chicken. Maths to add to. Fan from Kenya. Well, thank you. And I appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you. And thank you. Like, so that is the kind of thing that's mind blowing to me. When I see that there are people hanging out from all over the world. Oh, you know what, guys? Hold on. I got a little bit of time. You guys want to do one round of GeoGuessr before we go? Just one quick round? Maybe two? Maybe just one? Hold on. We gotta do, we just a little bit of, it's been a minute. Let's play a little bit. For anyone who doesn't know, GeoGuessr, you can jump in. You got to figure out where we are on the Earth. Totally free to you. I have a paid membership, so 100 of you can jump in right now and play. Just click on that link and join us. Hello from Isle of Wight, UK. Well, welcome on in, Tony. Welcome on in. Let's see how many people we get. That is intense. I didn't know that was an option. It's been a while, Phil. Ask, yeah. Where is everyone tuning in from? Where is everyone at right now? Oh, and it will be me. You will win? I love to hear it. Marcus, you're doing well. Good, good. Central Illinois, Germany, Philly, California, Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's see. Alabama, Palm Springs. It stopped moving for me. Netherlands, Brighton, UK, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Madison. Love to see it. Spain. My stuff's not working. You guys broke it. Western New York, Poland, Brazil, Toronto, New Zealand, Poland, Boise, Belgium, Canada, St. Louis, Netherlands, New Jersey, Nebraska, Sweden, New Hampshire, Cincinnati, Montreal, Denmark, Finland, Boston, Denmark, Austria, Brazil, Tennessee, Indiana, Cambridge, Oklahoma, New Brunswick, Canada, Milwaukee, Cardiff, Wales, Norway, Brazil. Guys, all the support from all over the world. It's wild to me. It's wild to me. Scotland, London, Spain, Georgia, the country, not the state, Vienna, Lyon, France, Denmark, Switzerland, Norway. I'm saying it wrong. Norway, Poland. People believe in me today. You guys shouldn't. Okay, guys. We're going to start world right now. Oh, hold on. You guys probably want to see the screen. All right. I already feel conflicted. Part of me wants to say Croatia. I don't even have the chat help because it stopped working. It just says Western New York. That's all I see. And I see people locking in. Ooh. Well, we're definitely in Europe. Oh boy, where are we? More people are locking in. That's freaking me out. You guys are either very confident or very confused. I'm going to say Estonia. No. Well, strong start, guys. Serbia. Yeah, I was closer when I began. I should have, if I would have stuck with Croatia, I would have been closer. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. Oh, we're either in Australia or South Africa. This land is not for sale. Okay. Don't feel bad. You guessed Estonia too? I'm going to say South Africa. You think it's Janesville? Maybe. I'm just so confused because it looks like there's investment occurring. It's for sure South Africa, but where? That police car. Oh, come on. You're not going to put the city name on there? Outskirts of Pretoria. Locking it in. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so far away. For anyone who put points on me, I apologize. I am letting you all down. You told me you're leading? Oh my goodness. You are leading. You are, Steve. Oh my goodness. And the sea vainglorious right there. Oh, it just hurts my soul. Why did I think this was a good idea? Hold on. Scola? You wouldn't have gotten that? You think this... I am... I kind of feel like it couldn't be... We can't be in Macedonia again or Bulgaria, can we? Or Serbia? Moldova? Does Moldova allow... I guess I don't know where Earth is... You know what? I'm going with Serbia. I feel good about it. Locking it in. 2 seconds. It's Moldova, sure. Oh! I needed that one. I really needed that one. Really needed that one. That felt right. If I get in the top half, I'll be happy. That's gonna be hard. Especially when you got Vainglorious up here in 4th. Oh, kills me. Oh, look at that. Houses don't look like Moldova. That was a nice guess. I appreciate that. Let's see if I got 2 in me. 1E2. White center lines. You know, this should be enough information to figure out exactly where we are. We're in the EU. There's a lot of pine trees. I think we're in Estonia. 1E2. Okay, where's 1? Where's 1? Where's 1? Okay. Look, wait, it's the capital? Capital of Estonia? Okay, there's 1. E20? And then it says 121. This is going to be incredibly close, I think. Not incredibly, but it's close enough. It's close. 65 miles is okay. Oh my goodness. Even with that, I moved up 1 place. I guess that's the problem with sharing my screen, huh? You missed the start. Hey, Steel Airship, we got 1 more round in us. We got 1 more round. And then I'm going to do some real work, and then I'm going to go pick up my wife and my kids. What is this? Mars. And we are Elon Musk, and we've successfully banished him. I shouldn't say that, or the world's first trillionaire will probably take me out. Definitely Beloit. I think you're onto something there. What the heck is this? South Africa? I was thinking North Africa. Australia. I wish I could get a view of the vehicle that we're in. Like, there's just nothing to see. It's like, cool. How do they even... Okay, how do I just hold this down? Algeria, Mongolia, Antarctica, Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere. I have no idea. It's a cloudy sky. You know what? Oh, a little off. A little off. 10 points. They only dropped me one place. Well, the biggest, good game. Crazy Frog, good game. Polar Tunnel, good game. Thy Mask? Thy Mask? I'm hoping I'm not... Yeah. How about I just say The Devil? Good game. Lazy, good game. Brandon, good game. Okay. Huge channel point W. I apologize. I did bad. Last place. Guitar Dude. You know what? Respect. This is the last one. Last one. So what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Oh my goodness. That is so sad. Top half or bottom half? I have one more game. Maybe we just keep it we keep it world. You never finish 10th again? Pagan Scorpio? You never know. You barely made the leaderboard at 25th? I mean, I did 55. It's pretty bad. All on Philip, maybe every point. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Even if it was a bad idea, I appreciate that you did that. Why is there something? Sorry, guys. I don't even know what that message said. Pixel Cat, thank you for the 3 months of tier 1. Blades, thank you for the prime. Lenny, again, thank you for the gifted mugs. Appreciate you. Design Candy. By the way, I remember watching your videos back in the day. Hold on. Which video was that? Cranberry County. That's right. Those are sick videos. Those are so good. So Design Candy gave this super chat earlier, and I remember watching Cranberry County being like, wow, I shouldn't be making videos because it was so good. Definitely, if you want to see a great old series, Cranberry County, very, very cool. Dave Ross, thank you for the prime, or for being a member of an associate planner on YouTube for 42 months. Appreciate you. They were the best. Yeah, Design Candy was so good. So good. So good. Freshway, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. And over on the donations, hold on. One more. Professor Lithos, thank you for the donation. I appreciate you. Thank you for raising money for a good organization. Thank you for your donation to the great organization. We should do US. Oh, we can't. We can't do that. I think we got to do world today. Like, we're easing our way back into GeoGuessr, working it back into the rotation. That was me without chat. It was rough. It was rough. How am I? What game is this? This is GeoGuessr. One more chance to jump in. It's totally free to you. You can play along with us. 100 of us can be in, and basically you need to guess where in the world we are. And whoever gets the most close answers wins. And what you win is bragging rights. That's it. Most of the time I lose. but I try my best and it's always fun. We should do Michigan. One of these, if you win. Wisconsin, if we win. If you win, rather. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time guesser. I've never done time guesser, but I'm open to it. So what makes time guesser so challenging? This is going to be insane. Is this someone's house? I'm going to say, based on the motorbikes, we're in Southeast Asia. And the foliage, the red ground. Got to figure out where the image was taken. Oh, interesting. I'll look into it. Maybe we play that one. Indonesia? I was thinking Thailand. But I don't know. So based on the fact that all these homes are on stilts, this place probably gets hit with lots of monsoons. And so that makes me think you might be right with Indonesia. Oh, it's just so long. It's just so long. So you could be wrong and be in the right place. Oh. Well, that's a way you could start. That is a way that one could start in the bottom half. Trunks, good job. Trunks, you said close? You were in first place. What are you talking about? That's nonsense. A highway, grave, and a bike path in the middle of nowhere. We're in the Netherlands. It's also incredibly flat. Or is this Belgium? Sorry, it's okay. At least I got time to redeem myself. Although I feel like this is one that lots of people get. And there's the name of the town. And there's a flag. Oh, I saw a flag. Well, I just need to select something now. Bosnia, Croatia. It's Netherlands for sure. I just don't know. I feel like that is the key. Oh my goodness. It's the Netherlands for sure. Yeah, you guys live in these places. Why would I dispute you? There it is. How about that? That was embarrassing for me. Oh my God. 75th. It's always Serbia. It's always Serbia. It's always Finland. When in doubt, Serbia or Finland. Speed Shine Boats. Or UK. Is this Sweden? Sweden. Not UK. No, not UK. Definitely Sweden. It feels like Sweden. And I mean that in that it looks incredibly taken care of. It looks like Swedish. And it looks like a nice place to be. No idea where in Sweden it is. And Sweden is very large. It also has very specific biomes. Oh, there it is. I'm going to say right here. I moved further away at the last minute. Oh my God. Oh, how did I get it right and decide? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. I was like, I just don't think I'm close enough to Norway. I need to get closer to Norway. Why would you have all those flags unless you want to be closer to Norway? Finland doesn't exist. All right, well, that moved me up. It could have been better. Trunks, wow, just crushing. Komrowski just crushing. Thunderwave crushing. You're catching up, Henry? Love it. Okay. It's a big cemetery. And the graves are above ground. So what can I gather from the names? Is this the Netherlands cemetery? Hungary? Why can't I move straight? This is Hungary? Where in Hungary? Poland? Poland, maybe? Okay, I just saw a flag and it disappeared. What is that flag? Hungary? I'm 100% positive it's south of Budapest. Locking it in. By south, I meant northeast. Horizontal Italy? What? All right, well, I'll take that. Final round. I need to basically nail this when everyone else fails, or I won't get there. Where is this? Oh yeah, I forget. I always forget that YouTube likes to throw comments in, but they are 15 seconds late. So if I take any advice from YouTube, it's the past. I feel like we've been here before. Is this Greece? No, this can't be Greece. Is it Serbia again? Balkans? I always think it's Switzerland initially, but it seems like it's not at that elevation. It feels like it's closer to sea level. That's not Switzerland. Whoa, 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 whoa. Montenegro. All right. I'll take that. Not my finest showing. Not in the top half, but I got close. Bosnia is also a possibility, or Montenegro? Yes. Trunks, good game. The Devil, good game. Thunderwave, good game. Tringaling, good game. Rainbow Serpent, good game. Henry, good game. Komrowski, good game. Fish, good game. Alex, good game. Cabbage, good game. G-Foot, good game. Where is Vainglorious? Vainglorious. Did you drop out, or did you do as poorly as I did? 35th, you still beat me. But that feels better. I am sorry to everyone who I wasted your channel points. I promise you they're not valuable, except for the Admiral. I'm going to give you something of value at some point with them. Anyway, guys, I am sorry that we didn't build anything today. But we did learn that Magnolia County still works, so I guess that's a win, right? Did I give the traffic light mod a try? No. Johnny, we basically did nothing today. We just hung out and chatted and tested out a variety of builds. Learned some city planning history. We looked at Denver for a while. Played some GeoGuessr. Did accomplish literally nothing. Didn't even save a game. So I apologize, but I thank you guys for being here. We are going to raid somebody. I have no idea who it's going to be. We're going to kick off YouTube though first. YouTube and everyone who supported the stream today, I appreciate you. Everyone who helped with the fundraising, I appreciate you. Very productive stream, basically. Can you guide raid for different stream? Where do you think we should go? First of all, YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. I'm gonna kick you out. Hold on, they're almost gone.